Wah! Bruh. That was my attempt at doing a villager impression, but I turned the microphone off after I was done. I can't remember what they sound like. I think that was like Squidward meets Waluigi. Let's just close some unnecessary tabs. Hang on. I actually, fun fact, I actually tried to get Minecraft to play to do a stream yesterday, and it was using 2.5 gig of RAM. For some reason, my computer was on fire. I have to say, this is going to be the last stream. Sing bangarang. This is going to be the last stream I do on my laptop. I don't know what happened, but when I came back from tour, for some reason, stuff just didn't run properly. I've been... Oh my... Sorry, I'm having a problem with my green screen. Yeah, for some reason, like, Streamlabs OBS takes like 60% of my CPU when it's up, so I'm just turning the... Oh, no, now I've gone. Just trying to get my green screen dialed in a little bit better. Yeah, for some reason, Streamlabs takes like 60% of my CPU. I tried clearing my cache, tried a bunch of stuff. Oh, that looks horrible. It didn't really work, so hang on. Let me just turn that light a little bit better, I guess. So yeah, my Epic PC rig is arriving tomorrow, so I'll get that set up. When I come back from Hong Kong, we'll do some fire streams with that. Luna's in the box. Say hi. Say hi, Luna. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, no, Wimpy still exists, actually. I've never actually been to one, so its rating will probably be in one of the less preferable categories, just because I've never... God damn, I can't get it to run. I've never felt the need or desire to go to a Wimpy, so... Damn. Mickey's so used to high-end computers, she doesn't consider the low RAM rigs. Yeah, I've been past... Well, I'll save it for when I rate it. But yeah, Wimpy is a strange one. Anyway, so here we go. So, here we are, back where it all started. This was... it's kind of funny how... I did back in, like, what, January or something. I did that... No, it was after that. I did, like, the chocolate bar rating chart. And then since then, I've seen like the whole... I mean, I know I didn't do it first. I mean, I've seen tier lists like years ago and stuff, but the tier list has had a resurgence, and I like to think that I was the one responsible for that. I mean, that's complete barnacles. But there's no chat on screen. Hang on. It should be. Wimpy was the first fast food chain. I remember being told quite passionately by my parents about going to Wimpy. Let me just try to refresh it. I had to clear my cache. Wimpy is a old school English burger chain. I don't think we're gonna have chat today, everyone. I apologize. I just had too many problems with Streamlabs, so we will get my new PC's up. I'm gonna just start everything over again and try and rebuild it. But yeah, Wimpy was like the OG fast food burger chain in UK, even before McDonald's. That's like where my grandparents would have had a burger. It's like, oh, I don't know about this fast food restaurants. I remember going to the Wimpy Burger when I was a youngin', all that kind of stuff. Tier list. But yeah, I'm like doing like 3 threads at once here. But yeah, so you know, report of the week. iDubbbz, H3, all these like giants of the YouTube game, they've been stealing my format and not giving me any credit for it, and that's not okay. I mean, you know, I'm gonna get Fine Brothers on their ass about this shit. This isn't cool. So, although how lame, you know that like it's in the thumbnail, that chart where it's like S, A, B, C, D. That's such a lame way of doing it. That's not being creative with your tier ranking list names. So here we are. So that's the first job we have to do, is name our tier list. So God tier, fine. Excellent tier, fine. Good tier, fine. I'm thinking about fast food tiers. So meh tier, I get that. Who buys this tier, which was for some previous stuff? I could be like, we could change this a little bit. So like, oh my god, I've got so many CPU problems. To this, I literally do not know who eats here. So this is going to be for those restaurants where there's either a better, cheaper alternative, or it's so weird or bad, I don't understand why anyone would like purposely go there. And then you have the shit tier, which is obviously going to be for Burger King and a few others, you will see. So, if you've been to a Wimpy, stick in chat what you think about what your Wimpy experience was. I mean, I'm still yet to sample it. Haha, that's really cute, Izzy, actually. That's pretty funny. That's like a very wholesome, like 1970s first date or something, or 1980s. I don't know how old your parents are. So, yeah, let's get this on the road. I feel I've got some wrongs to correct. I've seen some of these charts done by some quite influential people, and they've got them really, really wrong. So, I mean, it's going to fall to me to correct it. Who else? So I think I'd like to start with what is the ubiquitous fast food chain, what is the landmark and the benchmark for so many. Oh, Murphy, you're not gonna. You ain't gonna like this. I'm sorry. Um, you know, what is the fast food chain? I mean, everybody knows what it is. Let's see, where have you gone? It's got to be Mickey D's. I mean, the biggest in the world, the most influential. It sets the culture. You can shit on McDonald's a lot, but it has basically put in place the system that we all love and enjoy for getting cheap, slightly disgusting, accessible, reliable food. I used to work at McDonald's. That was my first ever job, and it's interesting how it's changed since then, especially in the UK. How when I used to work there, I used to work on the grill, and then you'd be cooking burgers pretty much almost to order. Like you'd be making around a Big Macs or around a cheeseburgers. They'd go into the chute and they'd be gone in 5 minutes because my restaurant was pretty busy. So they're always pretty fresh, but now they do it like where the breakfast does it, and now they kind of the burgers are cooked and they're held in like a steam tray, and they tend to get a bit rubbery. They sit there for longer. The crispy sear kind of turns into like a floppiness. The seasoning kind of gets washed away. So McDonald's has gone down in quality, I think, a little bit in a couple of years, but I still think it's still pretty good. I'm going to give McDonald's firmly in the good tier. Like, you know what you're going to get. It's always going to be okay. Their menu is super, super tried and tested. Everything they offer is pretty good. Like, I can't think of one thing at McDonald's that's like repulsively bad. While I think it's probably the only fast food chain to boast that credential. I think every other restaurant has something that's really terrible on their menu. McDonald's is great. Big Mac, great. Cheeseburger, great. Double cheeseburger, great. The McChicken, chicken selects, fantastic. Chicken nuggets, great. Like, nothing they do is exceptional, but it's really cheap, it's really reliable, and we have the fried apple pies in the UK, so I like McDonald's. It's not excellent and it's not god tier, but it'll do. So, now so McDonald's, love the world over. You know what you're going to get. What's the yang to McDonald's ying? Let's see. I think I touched on this already. So, just a little disclaimer. This chart is going to be done based on UK experiences. There will be some American restaurants thrown in, some uniquely American restaurants. But for example, something like Five Guys, I'm rating it on UK rather than... I know it's a little bit different in America. So... Burger King, which is the anti-McDonald's. It's expensive, their burgers are rubbery and suck, their buns suck, there's no cheese on a Whopper. All of the worst fast food experiences I've had have been at a Burger King. Like, I remember I used to go to the one in Peckham quite a lot when I lived there, and they used to have the Big King deal, which was like about £4, and you got a burger that was comparable to a Big Mac, and it was pretty damn good for like £4 with the chips and a drink, but they don't offer that deal anymore. It's too expensive. It's just, absolutely crap. The chips are like, whatever. So, I'm sorry, Burger King is going to go in the shit tier. I apologize if you like it, but you're wrong. Let's see what's happening up with the chat. I've got to catch up. But yeah, again, McDonald's chips are like some of the best. And again, like, considering it's not a bougie fast food restaurant, it's McDonald's and it's staffed by like underpaid children. It's great wherever you go. I do remember Pasta Hut, Izzy. That was pretty funny. Yeah, and again, like, McDonald's got the Happy Meal, McDonald's got everything. Burger King, nah. So, what is the next most prominent one in the UK? Of course, it is going to be our friend, the slightly, what's his name? Dubious historied, the Colonel, KFC. See, KFC, I'm going to put that in meh tier, I think. It's the nearest fast food restaurant to my house, and there's one at the end of my road. I go there occasionally when because there's not really much else on my road. My road's a bit bleak, so I go there occasionally. And KFC, there are two experiences you're going to have. It's either going to be fine and you're going to get a fine kind of fried chicken meal, or it's going to be absolutely diabolical. Like, I've had to go back and get my whole order redone at that KFC a couple times. Other ones I've been to as well, you are really on a fine line between something that's acceptable and something that's just absolutely crap. I mean, I find it hard how they only really do one thing. Like, if you're going to KFC, you're either getting original recipe chicken or you're getting like a fillet burger or something. And it amazes me how often they fuck that up. Like, small bits of chicken, dry bits of chicken, soggy bits of chicken. You get a bucket that has like 6 wing pieces and 2 drumsticks and like maybe 1 thigh and 1 breast in it. Like, come on, that's not acceptable. Saving graces of KFC are they have the mini fillet burger, which is like £1.40 something. That's one of the best fast food items available in the UK. That's delicious. It's cheap. It's great. Usually when I go to KFC, I'll get like 3 mini fillet burgers and nothing else. They also have the lunch snack box menus, which are like £3 or £4, and you can get a pretty good selection for your money. While most of the fast food chains, you can't get anything else for that money. I see. I don't like popcorn chicken. I've got to go for the pieces. That's definitely. I'm definitely a chicken on the bone kind of guy. But yeah, and I mean they don't do like those Crush'ems suck. They don't offer milkshakes. They don't really offer any desserts. They have the crappy Seattle's Best coffee. KFC just it's not where it's going to be at. You know, it's not terrible. It's not Burger King, but like I would expect better. I mean, like when I lived in London, I had access to London chicken shops, and I never went to KFC because KFC is more expensive, it's worse, and also you don't get that authentic London chicken shop experience of questioning the hygiene of where you're in. Five Guys. All right, we'll do Five Guys next. That's a relative newcomer to the UK scene. I'm just going to turn the music up in my ear a little bit. Can't hear it very much. So, Five Guys in America and Five Guys in the UK are slightly different. In America, Five Guys is kind of in the same price point as most other fast food restaurants. Like, you can get, I think it's for about like $10 or $12, you can get a pretty substantial meal there. In the UK, though, Five Guys is pretty expensive. Like, for example, if you want to get, when I go there, I usually get the small hamburger because I'm not that into the cheese or the bacon at Five Guys, and it's way, way more expensive to get that kind of, to get those things. Like, if you want to get the regular one, like the regular bacon cheeseburger is, I think, almost about 15 quid. It's really expensive, but I think even the small hamburger is about £9. Just a burger, no fries, no drink. Five Guys is abhorrently expensive in the UK. I remember when I first went there, I will get to some stuff like that, Rusty. I will have an entry for that. Yeah, when Five Guys first opened, I remember it being really, really good. I was very impressed with it. I thought it was excellent. I've noticed since they've become more widespread, because it used to be just the one in, not Piccadilly Circus, but near Covent Garden, the one in Central. That was the one I used to go to. And I used to go into London just to go to Five Guys, go into Central, because I used to live in Harrow back when I was in uni. And I used to go into Central just to go to Five Guys. That was like my day. It's gotten a little bit worse. The one in Liverpool I've been to maybe 3 times is not great. I find increasingly the burgers arrive cold, or they're like lukewarm because when they're being made, they just have the bun sitting there open and it's getting cold. I don't want to eat cold food. Cold food is like big killer for me. And then they sit there with a patty on it, and then you're waiting a whole time, blah 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 blah. Also, I find maybe it's just a preference because English people like bland, unseasoned food, but I find that often their burgers don't have enough seasoning on them. They don't have enough salt on them. They taste a little bit bland. The toppings are good. Like, I always get mine all the way with extra jalapenos, and I always get the oh no, Murphy, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I had to clear my cache earlier. Things might not be working. I do apologize. If you paste your message into the chat, I'll read it out for you. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I always get it all the way with extra jalapenos, and I always go for the Cajun fries, which are fantastic, but sometimes they're soggy. So just based on quality control, I'm going to put Five Guys in the good tier. It could be number 1. Like, Five Guys could really be the best, but it's too expensive and it has too many quality issues. I am frequently when I go, disappointed, unfortunately. So I'll go for another UK favourite. So I'm not keeping. I've been talking a lot. I haven't been keeping up with chat so much. The Pengus Munch. I wonder what ever happened to that. I know he's still doing it, but like it's like 3 years later. I haven't watched it. See Shake Shack rating. Oh yeah, I'm sorry your donation didn't pop up, Matthew. I do apologise. The Burger King support is being censored. Unfortunately, yes. Burger King is a bad restaurant. While we're on the subject of bad restaurants, what is the most franchised shop in the world? There are probably 3 in your hometown. There's probably 5 of them in any city centre. There's 3 of them in every shopping centre. Subway. Again, there's a Subway on my road, and I almost never, ever, ever, unless I feel like I want to hurt myself that day, it's not something I ever eat. Again, I worked in a Subway. I've worked in 3 Subways in my time. He got a Channel 4 show. Oh, cool. Good for him. Oh, no. This is £5 goes to the Burger King Appreciation Fund. That £5 will be buying me a McDonald's tomorrow when I'm going down to London. But thank you, Murphy. Yeah, Subway, it's just... Like, again, I work there. It sucks. Like, everything comes in frozen. The bread is really kind of not fresh. The toppings are not fresh. It's relatively cheap unless you want something. We could look at Starbucks, Katie. I'll see you when I get there. I'm gonna try and do as comprehensively as possible, but like everything in Subway tastes the same. I know that's a cliche, but it's just not good. Like, it's very rare that I would ever be eating that kind of stuff. And again, it's a cliche, but there's nothing special about Subway. It's just a sandwich, you know. And I mean, just nothing of there is of. I remember when they used to do. Again, this was probably getting on to 10 years ago. They used to have the breakfast steak and cheese sandwich, which was basically the exact same as a regular steak and cheese sandwich, but it was about £2 less, and I'd sometimes get that in the morning when I was at uni. But other than that, I'm like, nah, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. So, while we're on the subject of something bad, let's think, what can I counter something that's as ubiquitous in the UK and as bad as Subway? What's the anti-Subway? Ooh, let's go. Oop, no, that's not right. Here we go. Ta-da! Greggs! So, I'm a late comer to the Greggs game, I have to say. I don't know why. I guess I just thought it was like builder food. And well, I mean, it kind of is, and I don't know why that would be a bad thing. Builder food is pretty glorious. But I guess I always just was like, ugh, no, that's not going to be for me. So I didn't go to Greggs until about 2 or 3 years ago. And since moving to Liverpool, there is one on my street, and I do go there occasionally. Greggs is pretty great. I mean, breakfast items, great. All the pastries, the sweet stuff, great. All the sandwiches and stuff they get there are awful, and they never eat them. But the whole experience, like, I think I was in Greggs the other day, and I got like 2 bacon rolls, a pan of chocolat, a donut, a Belgian bun, something else, a coffee, and an orange juice, and it was about £7. I mean, the donuts are great, they're really cheap, the pastries are great, sausage rolls are great, I like the steak and cheese roll, some of the pastries are okay, some of the regional and seasonal stuff they do is really bad, but, and again, the sandwiches, I would never eat, like a sandwich from Greggs is worse than a sandwich from Subway, but there's enough on that, I think, and the fact that they're everywhere, they're dirt cheap. I think Subway's going to be the first to receive the honour of excellent tier. Let's have a look, see what people are saying. Sayers, see, that's why I'm glad you're here, Katie. You got to be OG Liverpool. Sayers is great. Sayers is even cheaper than Greggs, and some of the stuff they have there is really good. And you got Pound Bakery as well, but they're a bit too niche and a bit too regional for me to include them. But again, there's a Pound Bakery on my road, and there's a Sayers on the way up into town. I do go to those. Well, less often than I go to Greggs, just because Greggs is nearer. But Lidl low key has great pastries actually. Advanced ASMR territory today. Am I too close to the microphone? Sorry, I had a bunch of problems with my Streamlabs today. I had to reset a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Greggs sausage roll is like 79p or something. You get 4 for not even £3. It's so good. Okay, so moving on. I think we all know what's going to go in God tier. I think it shouldn't be left unchristened for too long. It's probably bad juju. To be fair, if your God tier contains anything other than this, then I don't want to talk to you. Pound Bakery Chester represent. Ta-da! The GOAT. It has to be. Let's get rid of all this background vector stuff. So, whoops. So, I had my first In-N-Out when I was in America last year. I had like my second, third, and fourth In-N-Outs when I went back again this time. What always strikes me about In-N-Out isn't how good it is, it's how cheap it is. So, if you want a double-double, animal style fries, I always get with whole grilled onion, chopped green chili, animal fries, and a drink. That is like the In-N-Out is US only. Although I have a funny story about In-N-Out in the UK, which I'll tell you in a minute. So yeah, all of that. So double, animal style, animal fries, drink, extra stuff. I always get the extra fresh chilies. I always get the extra dressing. It's like $11 when you add tax onto it. It's so cheap. The burger is delicious. The fries are like bad, but the animal style topping makes up for it. Hang on. I've got a problem. Hang on. The selection does not intersect with the layer. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I'm using GIMP. Let's just get rid of this. Now let's pick a different logo. There we go. So, yeah, it's super cheap, it's delicious. The animal fries make up for the fact that the actual chips themselves aren't very good. What I found was weird about In-N-Out was, when I was at the one in Las Vegas, was they hand cut the chips and they hand fry them fresh. They don't come in frozen, they're not refrying them. I don't know how they do that, and then the chips are so cardboardy. Then if you put cheese, onions, and dressing on, they're delicious, they're magical. So just for overall consistency, the fact that it's so cheap, the fact that so many elements of In-N-Out are good, the service is always amazing. I love the way the restaurant looks. It's just you can't mess with it. Like that's really the best kind of all-round fast food place that I've been to. Let me see. Oh, so my story about In-N-Out in the UK is there's no In-N-Outs in the UK. I think it's because they like. I had a thought about this once. I think it's because they like the whole mystery of it being just a West Coast thing. I'm sure if they opened in the UK, they'd make a load of money. There was, in about 2012, I think it was somewhere in like Shoreditch or something, there was a pop-up restaurant of In-N-Out where they opened up for like a morning. And they sold a couple double-doubles. And they got some press, but that was it. And then I think it was 2016, before I came to Liverpool, they did a pop-up in somewhere in West London. It was somewhere like centrally. At like a Brazilian or Argentinian steakhouse restaurant, and they did a pop-up there. It was quite highly publicized, but I had the day off that day, so I was like, I'm gonna go get an In-N-Out. I've never had it before. I got there pretty early, and there was already a huge queue of like about 300 people. I had nothing else to do that day, so I hung around to see. And eventually they went around giving these little wristbands to people, which would be, you would get a burger, you get a burger, you get a burger. But I was just way too far down the queue. I didn't get one. And there was an interviewer from Time Out London who was interviewing the queue. Will Nando's work? Well, I could do that, I think. There was someone from Time Out London who was interviewing people in the queue, but he was this like smarmy, like, I work in media dickhead, and he was being like really rude to people, like, you're queuing up for a burger, well me, I work for Time Out, I make 27 grand a year. Like, he was being a proper knobhead about it, and he actually interviewed me, and they made a video which ended up on Time Out and it got featured on the Daily Mail, and you can see me. If you find a clip of it, try googling it, you can find a clip of me saying, and I'm like, I hope I get my burger. And then the Daily Mail wrote this article that was like, these millennials queue up for an American burger, but they won't queue up to vote. That kind of bullshit. So that's my pretty funny spudgy like. I've never had one actually. That's like Morph. That's like Westfield food. So I didn't get my burger that day. That's why when I went to America and had my In-N-Out, it was all the sweeter. I did say the In-N-Out in Hollywood, in like West Hollywood, wasn't very good, but the one in Vegas was great. The one where I went to in America before, which was somewhere in California, fantastic. Nick Clegg at Greg's. Whatever happened to Nick Clegg? Okay, let's do Nando's. Scrolls down. I wouldn't technically class Nando's as a fast food restaurant, but if I'm gonna rate, let's find like a logo that's not huge. If I'm gonna rate Taco Bell UK, I need to rate Nando's because they basically work in the same thing. Okie dokie. I could also christen a new tier with this. So, I don't get Nando's. I've been there like maybe 3 times, and it's always been kind of expensive. I didn't think it was that good. I don't think it was really good in any kind of capacity. Like, You found me. Oh, that's great. I don't know why anyone would go there. Like, I don't want to spend like 15 quid on some really mediocre like frozen chicken and stuff. I know like they have some good vegan stuff there and people like that, but just personally, I don't get it. I don't get why anyone would go there. It just ain't for me, you know. I fail to understand it. Let's see. Moving on, we've done a couple of American ones. Let's do some Shake Shack. Again, I'm just basing it off of my experience of Shake Shack in the UK. There are a few of them in Central. I mean, I've been there maybe 3 times. Yeah, I think I can go in there. It's probably pretty similar to Five Guys. I would say Shake Shack is probably... Hello. It's even more expensive than Five Guys. I would say it's slightly better. Five Guys swings it with the Cajun fries, but overall I think their burgers are a bit better. But again, this is firmly in the territory of like expensive bougie fast food. So, I mean, when you look at how it's not that good and it's like 3 times at least the price of a McDonald's, I can't put it any higher than that. While In-N-Out was like $11 for enough to feast 1,000 kings worth of hunger on. Let me see. According to your parents, it used to be way better in the 80s. What was that? In-N-Out or... Let me see. Damn millennials. You know, that's really what it was. And it was just like, ugh, Daily Mail, ugh, you know? Are you thinking of like Shake Away, Jonathan? Shake Away is great, actually. It's a shame they only do milkshakes, otherwise, just on the milkshakes alone, Shake Away is like banging. Okay, let's see. So what other ones are we missing? I had a list of them earlier, but I had to restart my computer and it got lost. So this next one, I feel I'm being a bit jammy by including it because I've only been there once, but I went to Popeyes. Popeyes was pretty legit. Like, I got no beef with that. I enjoyed that more than I have every time I've been to KFC pretty much ever. It was pretty reasonably priced. The chicken was kind of small, but it was good. They had some interesting options for sides and stuff there, so it was pretty decent. I think I had I got some wings and I got something else, and the biscuit was good, the chips were good. Overall, it was pretty good. I've never actually had a spudgy like, so you know what? I can put this in this tier here. Because I literally don't know. Like, maybe, like, it's like what grandparents eat when they take their kids to Westfield, you know? Can't even find a picture of their logo. That's how ratchet this place is. So Spudgy Like, for those who don't know, it is a UK like shopping centre baked potato chain, and I think it's like you get a baked potato with... I don't know why my crappy GIMP is like putting the alpha channel to black, but whatever. Yeah, it's like a baked potato chain, and it's pretty reasonably priced. But I don't honestly know who's going to go to a food court and go, "Oh, Spud you like?" Yeah, I think it's just UK specific. Let's see. While we're doing something UK specific, let's do something America specific. I managed to go there maybe 3 times in total on the last tour. I didn't get to go on the most recent one, but let's see. Wendy's. Whoop. I don't know why everything's black. Whoop. Oh my god, I hate GIMP. I'm definitely getting Adobe Suite when I get back on my new computer. So, I managed to go to Wendy's about 3 times, and everything I had there was consistently good. It was reasonably priced, it was always pretty fresh. I thought the Oh, for fuck's sake, it's doing this weird intersect with the layer thing again. I thought the Baconator was great. I had the 4 for 4 deal, which was banging, where I had like the Baconator fries, and they had like just a cheeseburger and stuff, and the Frosties are delicious. I think Wendy's is going to go in the excellent tier. I would quite happily go there again. I like the square burgers too, and I went to one that had a Coke freestyle machine. That's always a plus. Got to get that Coke Lime, you know what I'm saying? Let's make these a bit smaller. These are a bit big. I don't want to have to be like sifting through these later trying to find. Okay, while I'm here, let's go. Something that the world knows and the world loathes. It is time for Domino's. That's the most bleak rhyme. So, I put Domino's kind of in the same category as I do Subway, in the fact that everything you get from there tastes the same, and they somehow... It's so abhorrently expensive in the UK. Like, if you don't get it on like one of those 2 for Tuesday or whatever deals, it ends up, it's like 20 quid for a large pizza, and a large pizza is 13.5 inches. That is not, I have a fucking tape measure. A 13.5 inch pizza is not a large pizza. That is a large pizza for a 5-year-old. This is a large pizza from Domino's. I wipe my ass with that. 20 quid, absolutely get in the bin. It tastes like somebody put a Subway sandwich on pizza dough. Like, I got no love for that. Like, it's not inedible. It's not the worst thing I've ever eaten. But just on principle, that can firmly get in the bin. Absolutely. I actually had Domino's kind of recently because I had a voucher. And I was just like, I would never pay full price for that. If you get it on a deal, like, you're getting some kind of bad food at an okay price. But while we're here, actually... While we're on that cusp, I don't know where I struggle to place Pizza Hut because it's the same thing. Especially in the UK, I think for some reason they all offer very similar services in the UK at similar prices. What I think is a slight saving grace for Pizza Hut is it's just slightly better. They have the restaurants that you can go to too, so if you're sitting in with the Pizza Hut, it could be okay. Actually, when I was in France recently for a KKB show, there was like on the other side of the tunnel on Angriest of St James, yeah, and 20 quid for a 13.5 inch pizza. I'm about to rage. I can get Liverpool. We have American Pizza Slice. You get an 18-inch pizza, which is delicious as well. It's a fantastic wood-fired pizza, an 18-inch pizza for £18, and 8 slices with all different toppings on. You can pick each one, and the toppings are great. Like, I don't know why you would ever eat that. Whoop, there we go. I got Luna. Yeah, when I was in France recently for a KKB show, on the other side of the tunnel in Calais, they had like a little Pizza Hut by the slice thing at a service station. And it was like for about like €4 a slice. You got a slice of pizza, and it was pretty good. Like they've modernized it a little bit. It was pretty okay, I have to say. So Pizza Hut can go in the meh tier, even though if you're getting it delivery, it's firmly in shit tier. American Pizza Slices, as Katie knows, American Pizza Slices is where it's at. While we're doing the terrible pizza chains, there's one more cursed one. Oh, hello, Luna's meowing at me. There's one more cursed one that we have yet to cover. I don't know why these are all like without alpha channels. This is really weird. And I'm sorry to Mr. Piece of Shit, Papa John, Shatner, whatever his name is, Shat on his face, Shat for hair. He's a piece of shit, his pizza sucks. Again, it's really expensive. All these people that are like, oh, Papa John's so good, like, it tastes the same as all these other kind of slices. It's really expensive. The guy is terrible. I hate him, even though he's been removed from the company. But he still has his stupid name and his stupid face on the pizza boxes. Also, they have that garlic butter stuff, which just tastes like melted margarine. It's super gross. I'm not into that at all. Good fellas. Yeah, I mean, coming from Epiziolo himself, I wouldn't. Nah, that shit ain't for me. Like, if I'm at someone's house and they're ordering it and they're paying for it, you bet your ass I'll eat it. But I wouldn't buy that. That ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Luna. Come on, monkey. Come on, baby. She's been sleeping all day so she can wake up and terrorize me when my stream begins. Can't you, baby? Don't do Shaq like this. I saw, I think it was Burger King. Shaq had like a special Burger King meal for Burger King like in like the 2000s or something. That looks pretty cool. I'd go to Burger King for that. Okay. The next one, whoop, just typed in. My PC's holding up, I have to say. It's not. Earlier, I had to change some settings, but earlier I was really really struggling with my PC. It's gonna be okay for now. It'll be better. Whataburger. It's where you used to work before you did something for the Warner Brothers. My experience with Whataburger wasn't great, but I definitely got the wrong thing. I went there and I got the #1 burger, like the whatever, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, like the #1 on the menu, and I thought it was really bad. I thought it was worse than like a Burger King. It was like as bad as a Burger King in terms of the patty and the bun. And it had oh, I got a hot take on Voodoo Rays. It had this mustard. See, I like mustard. Mustard's probably my favorite condiment, but it had this mustard on it that wasn't nice, and it was way too much. Like, even for me, who loves mustard, it was a disgusting amount of mustard. It was the only thing I could taste on the burger. I know every person I've said is, oh, you got to get the patty melt, you got to get the barbecue chicken toast sandwich, you got to get the honey chicken biscuit. I got the honey butter chicken biscuit as well, and it was okay. Like, it wasn't like orgasmic. It was like a biscuit with the fried chicken on it and some honey, and then the spicy ketchup didn't blow me away. The fries were okay. Like, if I was feeling mean, I could put this in the shit tier, but just because so many people like it, I'm gonna give Whataburger just a meh. Like, if it was the only chance I had to eat that day, I'd go to Whataburger, but like, considering there are places that's what everyone's, bro, you gotta get the patty melt, you gotta get this, you gotta get that, but I mean, why would they make their #1 burger so bad? Like, why is the #1 thing on your menu not the best thing you have? Like, you go into In-N-Out, and then it's like, you have the menu, you have the #1, the double, the #2, like the cheeseburger, the #3, the hamburger, that's it. There ain't no other crap on there. Like, I don't want to have to go there 5 times and try 5 different things before I find the thing that's good. What, the #1 should be the best thing on your menu. You walk into McDonald's, what's the #1? Big Mac. Hang on. Little chef, Jesus Christ, that's bleak. Damn. Yeah, I agree with that, Gregor. I am a pretty hardcore pizza maker. I have an Uni wood-fired pizza oven, and I make Neapolitan pizza in my garden. So don't give me that. Don't give me that papa crap. See, and again, like, the regional thing in America, everyone takes it so seriously. It's just like, if you're from the West Coast and you poo-poo on In-N-Out, they will gut you like a fish. And I've angered so many Texans. Okay, well, next time I go back to Texas, the KKB full US tour just got announced today. We're going to be in Texas for like 4 dates. I will have Whataburger again. We can maybe revise this list. Maybe revise this list then, but we'll see. Okay, let's see. Are there any that we're missing from the UK? So I've got, McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, KFC. You know what we can do? I think it's already been mentioned in the chat earlier, and it's very dear to me, so I will absolutely include this. This is quite niche. This is just a London thing. Nobody outside of the UK will have ever heard of this or know about it, but Morley's. That's going firmly in the god tier. So Morley's is a franchised chicken shop. And London chicken shops are a really unique experience. They're not like any other chicken shop in the world. They are uniquely their own thing. They are incredibly cheap. They are questionably clean. But the food there is incredible. It's really cheap. The chicken is great. They have the Triple M burger, which is like a ratchet Big Mac, which is like £1.29. So it kind of works in the same way that like Londis does, like the little supermarket chain, where it's not owned by one company. It's kind of like a free for all. Like it can just be any chicken shop, but you can like, oh, hang on, you can like oh no, hang on, that ain't it. You can like any chicken shop can be like turned into a Morley's. You just take on their name and the big red sign, and you get a vague idea of the menu. Like I've been to Morley's where you can get rice, where you can get like crazy West African food, but oh yeah, no, there's one actually. There's one in Wilmington, which is where I went to school. There's one near my old school, so they have come. They have come like pretty far. Oh, they've been in. I mean, it's from South London. Oh, you mean they've gone to North London? Yeah, you can get them. Like I've seen them up far quite north as well. But I mean, if you ever watch like the Pengus Munch, Morley's is featured on there, and they always give it a great score. I remember one of my favorite kind of like London food stories was after a band practice. I went to the Morley's on Queen's Road where I used to live. Didn't realise it was like 1 a.m, and then I asked, without even thinking about it, I asked for just like the number 3, which is the fillet burger meal with fries and drink. And they have cans of drink there, not fountain drinks. So they got proper drink there. And the guy was like, "Yeah, okay, 1 minute," and he went into the back, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I see boss man in the back breading me up a fresh bit of chicken and frying it at 1 a.m. He must have been about to close. I didn't realise he didn't have any fillet burgers left. If he'd said, "Oh, we haven't got any more," I would have gone, "Don't worry, just give me some wings and I'll be out of here." But he didn't even ask. He just went back, made me a fresh fillet burger, £3 for a fillet burger, chips and drink. It was delicious. It was fantastic. My night was made. So I got a lot of love for Morley's. I think that's kind of the only one that can touch In-N-Out. Yeah, Morley's is just a South London thing. It's going to be around Central London as well, some places north. It's kind of like anywhere that's kind of like not a touristy kind of place will have them, I guess. So not anywhere that's too gentrified will have them. But it is kind of like if I have like a chicken shop that I've not been to before and the Morley's, I'm going to the Morley's. Like it's as simple as that. Rank KKB songs. Oh my god. Oh my god, the cat's going crazy. Let me see, which ones am I missing? I think I know which one can go next. Hang on. So I like this restaurant. I've had some fun experiences there. I like it for how ridiculous it is, but I think the fact that I'm new to Taco Bell means I probably overrate it a little bit. So I'm gonna be honest, but I'm also gonna be fair. I comprehensively don't think I could rank Taco Bell higher than Five Guys or McDonald's. It's gonna go in the good tier. I love a lot of the stuff they do purely because it's so silly. But at the same time, I kind of recognize why some people don't like it and some people think it's gross. It is kind of gross at the same time. I think it's just the overwhelming combination of new flavors and new experiences from going to Taco Bell, which means I really, really like it. I mean, if I wanted to, I could put it in excellent tier. Like, is the quality of Taco Bell better than Wendy's? I don't think so. Like, I remember some of the stuff I've had there has been a bit disappointing, but, you know, if you give me the cheesy gordita, that thing slams. Baja Blast slams. I wouldn't class Yo Sushi as a fast food restaurant. Like, all those places like Leon, Yo Sushi, Pret a Manger, all those kind of things, that's like, I don't ever eat any of that stuff. I mean, I could maybe put like, yeah, like Wagamama, and I don't ever eat any of that stuff. Like, it's all expensive and it just tastes like nothing. We actually got Leon, again, going through the Channel Tunnel. Again, not the best place to have it. And it was just so bland and just crap. Yeah, no, those like bougie like lunch chain places, nah, I don't want to include those. Hello, Luna. While we're on that note, there is a slight difference. Let's see. I wonder if the logo's different. I'll put a little disclaimer there to differentiate. While I'm here, I'm going to say Taco Bell UK is not the same as American Taco Bell. I think putting it in meh tier is pretty fair because it's slightly expensive, the menu is heavily reduced, I don't like how they have it. It kind of works like a Nando's, which I don't like in the way that they give you just a bunch of food in these like those like fast food baskets, and it's not all wrapped up. And the restaurant looks a bit like bougie, a bit gentro. Um, and then by the time you get there to sit down, your food's all kind of cold. They don't have like any of the silly stuff. They haven't got any Doritos stuff. They haven't got like Baja Blast. They just basically have tacos and burritos. They have the churros, which are good, but so like, again, I think I'm overrating it just because it's new to me. Ed's is like a TGI Fridays, so it's not a fast food restaurant. I actually don't think Ed's is that good. Come on, Luna. Let me see. I strongly dislike these blob emojis. Which ones am I missing? While we're thinking about it, if there's any that we're missing, just any obvious ones, spam them in chat. Here we go. This one's a bit regional, but I think it's worth including. Ooh, is this going to be good or excellent? Let's see. So, Dick's Drive-In. I think that's going to go in excellent. I think it's a Seattle specific, but what I really like about Dick's is the portions are really, really nice. Like Doritos, Locos Tacos, and Baja Blast, you know it. The portions in Dick's are really nice. Like, it's really cheap, but the burgers are small. So small, the fact that you could get 2 of them, and then it's not a huge deal, but they're like only a couple bucks. The milkshakes there are really good. I definitely think it's a cut above any of the other kind of bog standard fast food places. And it is cheap. So I'm super. I got time for Dick's. The one I went to last time wasn't as good as the first one I went to. The first one I went to, where I got Dick's with Greta and Luke from Frankie Cosmos and Jenny at like 2 in the morning after our show in Seattle, and it was really good. The last one I went to was a bit disappointing, but it was on the motorway, so maybe that's why. Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of stuff like Upper Crust and West Cornwall Pasty Co. Harry Ramsden's, that's an interesting one. But I don't know if I would technically class those. Like, for example, a West Cornwall Pasty Co. That's like train station food. Hang on. I wouldn't specifically call that a fast food restaurant. I do have a good one, though, that will go in. Here we go. Let me see. Yeah. Ta-da! A&W. And again, this is another good one. I've had some good meals at A&W. I think their burgers are straight really good. I thought their what was it? The onion. Oh my god, bro! The onion rings. Onion rings at A&W are fantastic. I don't even think I even ate the chips because I was so enamored with the onion rings. The little apple pie. They have the fried apple pies there, which you can't get in McDonald's because America doesn't want to have them for some reason. But they're small. Like, they're not. McDonald's apple pies, the fried ones, are a bit big. These ones are kind of like nice little bites. A&W is excellent. I got a lot of time for A&W. Train station fast food is train station fast food. I mean, I've had West Cornwall Pasty Co. a couple times. I wouldn't ever eat there if I wasn't at a service station, you know. Gourmet Burger Kitchen, that's a restaurant. I wouldn't call it a fast food restaurant. I actually don't like GBK. And also, I don't even want to mention their name, but the knockoff GBK that begins with a B and a Y can firmly get in the bin. Look up what they did to their employees a couple of years ago. They can absolutely go fuck themselves. White Castle, I've not been to White Castle. I really want to go. I haven't had a chance to go yet because I want to see how bad it is. Let me see. Another one I have been to, I managed to go to twice, actually in pretty successive days, which I thought was okay. Again, I possibly didn't get the best thing when I went there, and I understand they've got really great vegan options. I know Michael, our sound engineer, was really happy. Whoop, that's cursed. I don't know why I'm getting so many like alpha layer logos. Hang on. Maybe it's just the search I'm doing. But Carl's Jr. / Hardee's, I think it is. Oop, here we go. So I managed to go there twice. I had a couple burgers. They were okay. Like, I can't honestly say it was as good as the McDonald's. I'm gonna put it in the meh tier, not because it's bad. It just wasn't that good. Oops. Let's see. Chick-fil-A. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a good one. Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. Oh, where do I begin? So I do feel like I am torn a little bit with Chick-fil-A because there are things I like about it and there are things I don't like about it. Oh, Culver's. Yes, I have been there a couple times. I'll put that on the list. What was the name? I want to look into it later. What was that? Gregor, hit me up. Oh, Peckham Little. I once broke up a fight between two ladies in Peckham Little. It was really depressing. It made me cry. I was really upset. It was really sad. It was really, really depressing. Anyway, where do I start with Chick-fil-A? So, I mean, it's pretty good. Like, the chicken's pretty good. The spicy chicken's pretty good. The waffle fries are good. I don't think it's that good, though. Like, I don't think it's amazing. I was a bit disappointed when I went there. Like, oh yeah, Dunkin' Donuts and Chipotle, thanks Jonathan, those are both suitable. I thought the chicken was a little bit dry. And I mean, in the same way that Subway is a sandwich, Chick-fil-A is just a chicken sandwich. It's just a chicken thigh, bone cut out, fried, like breaded and fried. I'm a chef. I can make a chicken sandwich as good as a Chick-fil-A sandwich at home, and it's not dry. And I don't give any fucking money to a bigoted, homophobic company. So Chick-fil-A, go fuck yourself with your company morals. Your sandwiches are okay. The fries are like, you know, whatever. You know what? Just based on that, I'm going to put it in meh, because like, if there wasn't so much hype around Chick-fil-A and they didn't have all like the little like smiley employees who, you know, ask you your life story and whatever and tell you how well they get paid. If there wasn't so much hype around Chick-fil-A, it might even be an excellent tier, but I feel that it's so overrated and I aggressively hate what their company stands for, so I'm going to go stick them in the meh tier. I'm sorry if that angers you. That's a pretty spicy. I know, like, Report of the Week put that in his like top tier, but what can I say? I'm not a professional. Chipotle, 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 Chipotle. Ah, let me see. Oh my God, there's a Chipotle logo which has like the troll face, pasted into the middle. That's pretty funny. Actually, I might take that one. I'm gonna take that one. Oh my God, here we go. Because I have a pretty spicy take on Chipotle. Chipotle tastes like nothing and it's expensive, at least in the UK. Again, it's one of those things, everything you get there tastes the same. It's kind of expensive. Everything's really bland. That ain't a real burrito, you know. It ain't for me. So, like, if I passed one, I wouldn't ever go there. I wouldn't count Wagamama as a fast food chain. Also, I don't really go there. I wouldn't count it as a fast food chain. It's one of those kind of like on the same level as like a Pret, I guess. I got trolled here. Oh God, please don't screenshot that. But yeah, so nah, I ain't got time for Chipotle. That can get in the bin. Like, I wouldn't ever go there. Like, if I was going there for like free or something, I might try it in America, but UK Chipotle, nah. Let me see. Oh, actually, I've just thought of another good one. Another Canadian one. Because A&W is so good. I feel Canada does a lot of things really well. I like Canada. Canada's a nice country. Timmy's. It's got to go in the good tier. Or does it? Timmy's reminds me of Greg's, so I like it. And I mean, nah, Byron is a curse word. Byron snitched out a bunch of their employees to like Visa Customs and got a bunch of their workers deported. So I don't eat at Byron's. You shouldn't eat at Byron's. Byron's can go fuck themselves. They're a despicable company with horrible morals, and their food is mediocre and expensive. And it's not a fast food restaurant. It's like where like office managers go for a burger. So no, Byron's can get in the bin. I'm gonna put Timmy's in the good tier. I think like there's stuff they do really well, but it's kind of a coffee chain that also has food in it, so you know, whatever. Timmy's is good. I didn't get to go to Denny's. Oh my god, you know you eat at Hooters. I actually said on tour, I actually said at one point, I was like, I would kind of be up for going to Hooters just for the experience. Like, I'd have a good time. I'd tip my server really well. I'd kind of laugh about the whole situation, but we didn't get a chance to go. Come on. I do struggle to put Timmy's a bit higher than the good tier. Like, if I think, like, if I have the choice between Timmy's and A&W, I'm going to A&W. Timmy's and Dick's, I'm going to Dick's. Timmy's and Wendy's, I'm going to Wendy's. I might get a donut from Tim's, but I'm going to go to Wendy's. Timmy's and Greg's, but I don't have the same romantic attachment I have to Greg's, so... Let's see. Which other ones am I missing? Let's have a look. While I'm here, I'm already an hour in. I haven't even finished. I'm not too far away from finishing this. Let's see, Wimpy. So I said earlier, I've never actually had a Wimpy. I've never been. I struggle to understand who goes there apart from people's grandparents in 1972. So based on that, whoops. No, that ain't it. Oh my days, what is this? So this will hopefully be the last time we have PC issues. I do apologise. So Wimpy's is going to go into the somewhat cursed, I don't know who eats here tier. Or I don't know why you would eat here tier. Like, all the ones I've seen have been kind of expensive, and like, it doesn't look like, you know how you go into McDonald's and the picture of the Big Mac they have looks immaculate, but the burger you actually get is nothing like that. Wimpy, like, the pictures looked sad. It was like £7 for a burger, and the pictures looked sad. So I haven't ever been to a Wimpy. I don't know if I ever will get to go to one. To be honest, I'm not that bothered. Oh, I just had an idea for one, but it just slipped my mind. Harvey's. I haven't been to a Harvey's, unfortunately. What's Harvey's like? Leon. Nah, Leon's like one of those, like, let's do lunch places. Leon ain't for me. Let me see. I'm trying to think about which other ones I might have missed. Oh yeah, I haven't done Duncan yet, have I? There is actually, funnily enough, there is a Dunkin' Donuts in Liverpool. There's one in the St John's shopping centre, and it's kind of expensive. I think you go there for the novelty, and they just do like coffee and the donuts. I don't actually think the donuts there are that good. And I don't think the coffee's terribly good. And I don't think any of the other stuff there is terribly good, so I don't really get who goes there. I don't get why you would go there. I mean, actually that's not strictly true, because you might go there if you want just like a cheap coffee and you don't like Starbucks, and you want like a little donut to go with it. So in that case then, I'll stick old Donkey Boy in the meh tier. I think it's a bit harsh to put it in the shit tier when I don't think it's trying to, like, Dunkin' Donuts, like, all of these restaurants here are offensive in how bad they are. Their existence offends me, while I don't think Dunkin' Donuts is trying to hurt anyone. Little Caesars, I haven't been to Little Caesars, but I really want to go. I think it would be alright. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. I really want to try it. Jack in the Box, I didn't get to go, unfortunately. Arby's, I didn't get to go either. Quiznos, that's an interesting one. They are somewhat of a rarity in the UK. They used to be one in Bromley in the Glades. Actually, I used to work in a restaurant. I won't say which one because it's cursed. In the Glades, it's now called the Glades again, which is great. It wasn't for a while. It was called Into Bromley for a while. That was a cursed time. I used to work. So yeah, I went there once or twice. There used to be one in Whitechapel, again near a place I used to work, and I went there once or twice. It was better than Subway, but that wasn't really saying much. I'm going to put that firmly in the meh tier. Again, it's a sandwich. Like they got some slightly better. Like I had like a roast beef French dip, and it was like the bread was a bit better, but it was kind of a bit rubbish. Rank chat members. Let's see. Ooh, that could get spicy. Oh, Panda Express. That's what I was gonna do. I like Panda Express. I've been there twice, and it was great. Like I had a really good time. Like I fully get that it's supposed to be bad, but the times I've been there, the stuff I had was like pretty fresh. It was like ridiculous. It's like one of the most ridiculous meals I've ever eaten. But I don't know why I keep getting this like weird background thing going on. Yeah, the times I've been there. Let's put maybe if I can put this to white, I'll change. The times I've been to, oh no, I can't see the wording. The times I've been to Panda Express, it was really cheap. You get an absolute mountain of food. Staff were always really nice to me. I went to in El Paso, actually. I went to Panda Express in El Paso because I didn't have much time to get anything else. I went to, Panda Express in El Paso. I had a lovely time. Staff were great. My food was fine. Like, I can't fault it, you know? I mean, I'm not going to go in there expecting like you know, hand stretched noodles, homestyle cabbage, like, you know, amazing Sichuan food or something like that. It's like garbage fast food Chinese food, and I got love for it. Yeah, I don't think there's any bad members. I think everyone is going to be firmly in either excellent or god tier. I might put Rusty in the meh tier, but I'm joking. But yeah, no, everyone in chat is lovely. I couldn't rank you all. That would be wrong. New York fries. I didn't get a chance to go there. I mean, I've only been to Canada very briefly, and I only went to A&W and Tim Hortons. But I'll try. Again, I'm going there. I'm going there quite a lot actually on the next KKB tour. So I'll see what I can find. Let me see. Let me see. Which ones? Is there anything like obvious that I'm missing? Sorry. I didn't get to go to Cheesecake Factory, unfortunately. Let me have a quick scroll through my phone to see if there's anything that I missed. With these, I always feel like there's something like really obvious that I'm missing. Hello, Luna. Let's have a look through my archive. Hello, sausage. Anything obvious that I missed? Actually, there was in Iceland. There was an Icelandic fast food chain, but I didn't get a chance to go. It was really expensive. Iceland is expensive. Let me see. Oh yeah, what was it? Oh, Carl's. Oh yeah, I forgot. In favour of Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr.'s waffle fries are amazing. That's one of the best fast food sides I've ever had. I didn't see any Cincinnati-style chili places, though I want to. Actually, one of the places that I haven't been that I really want to go to is Cincinnati, because I heard it's weird as hell. Costa is a coffee place, so I struggle to put it on here. The same with Starbucks, and I actually don't like their coffee or their food. Like, I would never personally eat at a Costa or a Starbucks. Or really drink their coffee. Like, I don't like Costa coffee. It kind of tastes like diarrhea to me. But I remember when I went to start, like, loads of people in our crew like Starbucks, so we stopped there pretty regularly. And I mean, I just don't get anything from there. Like, I remember on last time I got a huge, like, some silly coffee that was like bigger than my head just for the fun of it. But see, I'm trying to have a look what else I've missed. McDonald's, Starbucks, Dunkin', Pizza Hut. Like, at least Dunkin' does like other stuff as well. I didn't get to go to Arby's. Oh, Dairy Queen. Yeah, I've been to Dairy Queen. I mean, the only time I went there was kind of sad because it was Dairy Queen in South Dakota on a very, very deserted interstate, and it was not a good day. So I don't think I could fully appreciate it. But I thought Dairy Queen was pretty bad. I thought Dairy Queen was not good. Oh my god, what is going on with this thing? This is not right. This is not right at all. Here we go. I can't wait to never use this computer again for streaming. Yeah, I thought Dairy Queen was pretty bad. Let's see, where can I put this? Again, I don't think it's trying to hurt anyone, so I think shit tier is a bit mean. I think I'm gonna put this in, like, I don't know why you would go there. Like, if it's maybe the only fast food restaurant where you live, like what was the ice cream thing was kind of okay, and the guy like turned it upside down to show that it doesn't fall out, but I generally didn't. I don't understand why you would eat there. It's not as offensive as any of these, but I wouldn't go there again. Harry Ramsden's. Let me see. Again, Harry Ramsden kind of like, do they exist in real life or are they just in service stations? Let me see. I might as well rank it just while I'm here. I didn't think Harry Ramsden's was very good. I had a fish and chips and I thought it was really bland. It was just because it was huge. It was like expensive because it was on a service station. It was just like bland, stodgy fish. Whoops, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know why. Oh, fuck's sake. I mean, it is GIMP, but I don't know why it's doing this to me. Yeah, like, again, the selection does not intersect with the layer. What does that mean? Why is it doing this? Anyway. Bruh. That's like an old logo, but we'll hit it. Like, when I think about fish and chips, Harry Ramsden's ain't it, Chief, you know? It ain't for me. Again, I kind of put that as like grandparents' food. There's a new one in Brighton. Yeah, it's like, I mean, if you're in Brighton or Blackpool, why would you get fish and chips from Harry Ramsden's? There must be amazing fish and chips. Like other places. But last time I went to Hastings, I went to one of those just places on the waterfront. It was amazing and it was so cheap. Culver's, haven't done that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all the shout outs. Thank you for always reminding me. So I've been to Culver's a couple times and it was pretty good. I remember I had the cheese curds in one and they were great. The burgers are okay. The ice cream is okay. The fries are, you know, pretty average. I think I could put Culver's in, and it's quite cheap as well. I can put Culver's into the good tier. Like if I had to choose between Culver's and Whataburger, I'd go to Culver's. But if there was a Wendy's, I'd go to the Wendy's. Frank YouTubers, oh my god. God tier, Jimmy Broadbent, shit tier, everyone else. Joke. Yeah, the Blizzard's the only good thing from Dairy Queen. Yeah, I mean, I think I had the chicken strips or something, and it was bad. Let me see. Yeah, Hastings. I had a really good time. Actually, I had a gig in Hastings a couple of years ago with a different band I played in for a while, and we got paid a lot. So we basically got a free day out to Hastings and then some money on top of that. And I got fish and chips and a load of free drinks. I had a great time. I saw Peter Stringfellow walking down the beach on Hastings. Let me see. What are we missing? What are we missing? I'm just gonna real quickly. Just gonna take the cat out and open the window. I'm getting pretty hot. Yo, Sushi's not a fast food restaurant. Weatherspoons, you know what? Weatherspoons could actually almost be classed as a fast food. I might put Weatherspoons in just for the lols. Again, a company which is owned by a person with terrible, terrible, terrible morals. Whatever his name is, that tit that owns Weatherspoons is an absolute bell. He can get in the bin. But Weatherspoons is great. Like, there's one everywhere. There's like, I think 4 in Liverpool. Whenever I go there, I just use the app, and so I don't even get up from my table. I can order anything I want from my. You can go there. Like, there's a really nice one in Liverpool actually in the station. I think it's called the Great Western in Liverpool Lime Street Station. You can go there at 8 in the morning and get a chicken burger and a gin and tonic, and it's like £8. So I got a lot of love for Spoons. The fact that everything arrives there so quickly. They have banging vegan options. They even do pizza now. The fact there's a lot going on. I feel sorry for the staff sometimes. I feel they are really, really overworked. I always try and tip them and be really nice to them, and I never complain if, my glass is a bit dirty. And also, like, I feel the same way about McDonald's actually as I do in Weatherspoons. It's a really universal environment. Like, anyone, doesn't matter who you are or how weird you are or whatever you have going on, you can sit down in Weatherspoons and you can just hang out there. Like, no one's going to be like, you got to order something or piss off. You can just hang out there and do whatever you want. Like, whenever I have time to kill sometimes, I will just go sit to the Weatherspoons, get coffee, and just charge my phone. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the owner of Weatherspoons is a Brexiteering racist piece of shit. So I don't like giving him money. Smooth Beans restaurant. Oh no, no. Smooth Beans is too cursed to be seen. Smooth Beans should be contained at all costs. Let me see. What else are we missing? Maybe we need a better logo than Weatherspoons. Maybe this one. That's a bit better. Although Spoons is a pub rather than more than a restaurant. It's not even a fast food restaurant, but I mean that's an honourable mention. That can go in there. That can go in there a bit smaller. My ranking for what is and what isn't a restaurant is highly arbitrary. Let me see. M&S Cafe. I don't know if I've ever actually eaten at an M&S Cafe. As the cafe while we're at it. Denny's. What other ones have I missed? Waffle House, Whataburger, Blue Lagoon, White Castle, Chick-fil-A, Culver's, Upper Crust. That's so funny. Taco Bell. I feel like we've kind of got everything covered. Like, this is more comprehensive than most of the other fast food tier lists that I've seen. I haven't had Jet's Pizza. I can't comment. Is there anything else that I'm missing? That was an In-N-Out. That was a Carl's. Yeah, I think when I had Carl's Jr., my quote was Carl's Jr. pretty okay. So yeah, I think it's fair. Even though their waffle fries are great, I think it's pretty fair to put it in the meh tier. Let me see. Oh my god, I didn't eat there, but the gang went to Runza in Nebraska, and that was an interesting experience. Yo sushi. Yeah, Asda used to have cafes in them. They've changed a bit. They're kind of inconsistent. It depends on the restaurant, but um, but it depends on the restaurant. But yeah, some of them have cafes in. I know the one in Peckham used to have a cafe. It just turned into a Subway. Oops. God, I've forgotten all the. Looking back at my story archive, it's just so many just hilarious things. Excuse me. All right. Tesco meal deal with chicken wraps and a can of Monster is great at 6 a.m. I think I might be ready to call this. So, I mean, we've got Wendy's, Morley's, Greg's, Weatherspoons, In-N-Out, Dick's, A&W, Five Guys, Taco Bell, Tim Hortons, Panda Express, Culver's, Shake Shack, Popeyes, KFC, Pizza Hut, Whataburger, Taco Bell UK, Carl's Jr., Dunkin', Quiznos, Chick-fil-A, Nando, Spudgy Like Wimpy, Dairy Queen, Harry Ramsden's Burger King. We've got like, I think about 30 options that we've ranked there. I think that's more comprehensive than anyone asked me to be. So there we go. I'll take a screenshot of this. It's not quite as big as the drinks list, so I haven't got to render it up. So Wikipedia lists Yo Sushi as fast food. Wikipedia is wrong. Wikipedia can be edited by anyone. Oh, hang on. Taking a screenshot. I had Yo Sushi like twice, and it was just kind of like supermarket sushi plus, in my opinion. Sorry, but let's just save this on my desktop so I can access it later. Yeah, I wouldn't ever eat Yo Sushi. It's like train station food. That ain't for me, you know. It's conveyor belt. Is it? Maybe the one I went to was one of those other supermarket sushi chains. Yeah, I saw this thing the other day that was like, I edited a Wikipedia article just so I could win an argument I was losing. Yeah, nah, Yo Sushi's kind of somewhere between a sit down and like one of those let's do lunch places, so I struggle to put it as a fast food restaurant. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I'm quite happy. I'm happy to move on and start doing some UK crisps. I've already got the chart prepared to start, so let's just save that and close that. So here we are. I realize I haven't put a drop shadow on my title, but that's okay. It just looks a bit sad now. So on these tier lists, so again, crisps, god tier, excellent tier, good tier, meh tier. Who buys this tier? It's slightly fitting, I think. And then the shit tier for the cursed items. All right, so everyone start shouting out your favorite UK crisps and I'll rank them. I will say, having been there twice, America's crisp game. Oh, Rusty, I've got bad news for you. America's crisp game is on a totally different level from the UK. Like, I think it's just because they're so much more unhealthy. But the UK crisp game is pretty weak compared to America in terms of what you have, the flavors that you have. There are no spicy crisps in the UK. Absolutely none. Absolutely no spicy crisps in the UK. America's got it covered on that one. England wins on chocolate bars and England wins on sodas, but America kills it on crisps. So let's do McCoy. So with this, there are some kind of loose rules for this. So I'm gonna generalize ones that like it doesn't really make a huge difference on, but for some things like ones that are important, like for example, Monster Munch, big difference between the flavors. So I will differentiate with the flavors. Also, just stuff like ranking like cheese and onion to ready salted and stuff like that. I'll try and cover as much as I can. So let's have a go. So to start off with McCoy's. I'm sorry. They're really bad. Like McCoy's is like the Monster Energy drink of crisps. Like they're kind of just like, oh fuck's sake! It keeps doing this weird transformation thing. Oh no, that's not what I want at all. Nope, that ain't it. Ugh, this is so. I don't know why this is. Nothing's working on my computer at the moment, and the music stopped. But yeah, McCoy's is like the Monster Energy drink of crisps. They all taste really artificial. They're like the ridges are like too hard. I don't like them. McCoy's is a bad packet of crisps, and all the flavors taste the same. They do all these horrible flavors, like they do all this like disgusting, like chicken curry flavor and all this kind of crap. I ain't got no time for McCoy's. While I'm here, actually, something did pop up in the Google image search next to the McCoy's, which is quite possibly the worst crisp I've ever had in my entire life. McCoy's chips. These were so disgusting. They were like really cardboardy and really abhorrently vinegary and just the worst. They were really gross. Let's see. So I'll put a little tag here. And all other McCoys. I've never had a packet of McCoys that I've liked. Unfortunately. Energy drink tier list when all of them shit tier, coffee god tier. Salt and shake. Alright, let's do salt and shake. So with salt and shake, like they didn't used to be made by Walkers. Walkers bought them. They used to be owned by Smiths. I've just found a picture of them. They're not quite the same. The actual crisps are okay. I find salt and shake a little bit greasy, but I do quite like. It is a bit kitsch that you get to put the salt in yourself, and you can put as much as you like. Sometimes if you don't want to eat a bunch of salt, you can just have them plain. So that's okay, but I personally wouldn't buy them or eat them. I don't really like plain crisps unless the texture or the flavour on them is amazing. So salt and shake can go in the meh tier. Space Raiders. Okay, well we're here, let's do Space Raiders. Let me see. I'll start with the beef ones. I like Space Raiders. They're like not 10p anymore, but they're still really cheap. They're still like 20p or something. I have a soft spot for those really ratchet maize snacks, and I do quite like. In the same way, they're the other side of the McCoy's coin, where they do taste really fake and really gross, but kind of in a good way. So McCoy's beef can go there. Let's see, McCoy's pickled onion. I probably like them less. They can probably go into the meh. Like, if they didn't have the beef, I probably wouldn't get Space Raiders. I'm making these extra small because I'm anticipating there being a lot of them. A lot of packets of crisps. Let me see. Smith's Fish and Chips. Okay. Are they the ones I'm thinking of? I just come up with a bunch of fish. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, alright, I know what these are. I haven't had them for a really long time. These are going to go in the who buys it. These are like pub crisps, but I don't get, like, I remember them being kind of like quite stale and cardboardy. Salt and vinegar's not my favourite, so I will stick them in there for now. Monster Munch equal B-Tech Space Raiders. That's an interesting take, actually. Let's do some Monster Munch. Okay, here we go. Granted, I have said I do like ratchet maize snacks. So, whoop, here we go. Whoop, no. Monster Munch! Monster Munch Flaming Hot are possibly my favourite crisps. Like, every time I eat them, the roof of my mouth bleeds. But they're so good. I remember loving them ever since I was a kid. Like, you get the multi-pack when you were a kid, and it was like 8 packets, and you maybe get 3 of the... It wasn't beef, it was something else back then. You get 3 of the pickled onion, you get 3 of the other ones, and there were like 2 packets of the hot ones, and I'd always have to like fight my sister and my dad for them. I love Monster Munch Hot, I still love them now. Absolutely banging. Let's see, Frazzles, those bear crisps. See, I love how all the English ones are just like weird. Let's do Palm Bears. I'll come back to Monster Munch in a minute. Let's do... Palm Bears Original are actually one of the few like ready salted plain crisps that I really quite like. They are like quite possibly the greasiest chip going. They're like really oily, but again, I have a thing for those. Whoops. No, I have a thing for those like. No, hang on. For those like puffy, kind of like batter fried kind of crisps. Even though they're not potato chips, but I have a thing for them. What about the cheese and onion ones? I like them as much, I have to say. They're probably as good as the plain ones. That's a bit small. I feel like we're gonna need more room. I can extend the canvas out this way if we start running out of place. Let's see. What about the salt and vinegar ones? I don't think I've had them enough to have much of an opinion on them. I don't really like salt and vinegar that much. Let's do the pickled onion Monster Munch. Got to get back to where we were. I don't like the pickled onion ones too much, just because they're kind of gross. Like, I like pickled onions, but these are just a bit too offensive even for me. So these can go, same with the Space Raiders, to be honest, they can go in the meh tier. I think we should do, trying to bang out the ones that have lots of flavours, so let's do, I've not actually had Tato, I've had the opportunity to have them, but I've never had them. Let's do some Doritos. Like, again, Doritos are pretty universally appreciated. You can't really go wrong with them. They do everything pretty well. The cheese ones aren't my favourite, but even those are pretty good. Like, if someone's got cheese Doritos, if I'm at like someone's house and they got cheese Doritos and they have them out, I'll nick a couple. What I really don't like is actually one of my biggest problems with crisps is I don't like having anything gross on my hands, and I'm very fastidious about crisp dust. And so I'm very careful. I didn't go to IHOP unfortunately, so I didn't get to go. I'll rank salt Doritos in a minute. We'll do those as part of the Doritos family. And I didn't get to go to IHOP. But yeah, I don't like having anything like cheese Doritos are quite offensive for their hand covering stuff. And also Americans might notice they are a different shade. They're not called nacho cheese, they're called like tangy cheese. And the blue ones are called Cool Original in the UK, not Cool Ranch. And they taste mostly the same. I prefer the blue ones, that's my favourite. If I was going to go buy a pack of Doritos now, I'm getting the blue ones. Maybe sometimes the Flamin' Hot ones, even though they're a bit like vinegary. I think the blue Doritos are going to go in the excellent tier. Again, I can't fault them. Like, let me see. I'll do the hot Doritos while I'm here. Hang on, what are they called? Yeah, what are they called in the UK? That's it. They're called Chili Heatwave in the UK. Here we go. They're okay. They had this kind of vinegary thing going on, which isn't great. They taste quite artificial. But they're pretty good. They're one of the few crisps on the UK market that are slightly spicy. I mean, they ain't got nothing on like Takis or Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but they're still pretty good. No worries, John. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, they're called Cool Ranch in America. Let's see. So yeah, just Doritos. The ones I've got here are called toast. Yeah, lightly salted. That's it. In America, they're called toasted corn. In England, they're called lightly salted. I personally never buy them. I personally wouldn't go for them. I mean, like, if you have the salsa with them and you're dipping them, I think that's the idea. But that said, like, I don't like the Doritos salsas. I think they're kind of gross. Like, salsa is a thing that there's no excuse for bad salsa. It's so easy to make good salsa, and it's cheaper to make good salsa than it is to buy bad salsa. So I'm going to put these in the Who Buys This tier. Like, if I'm buying plain tortilla chips, I'll get the cheap ones. I won't bother buying a £2 bag of Doritos. Let me see, while we're here, let's go, like, because they have committed some sins, the Dorito company. Let's... And this is a kind of thing, I actually have a video that I shot yesterday about a particular supermarket which is unique to the north of England called Heron Foods, and I love and hate it at the same time, and I made a video about Heron Foods which I'm currently editing. And this is one of the products that frequently turns up in there. All of the weird Doritos, like all of the Doritos that aren't the classic flavors. Why do they? They're all horrible. They're all disgusting. Like the ones that are like where they put two flavors in one bag, or they do. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why you do it. Like, it's like Coca-Cola. Just stop. You have your classic line of products that are great. You don't need to make any new products. None of them are ever going to work. Just stop, please. Hey Keaton, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today. If you missed our fast food ranking chart, you can skip back a little bit in the video and you can see how it was at the end. Names were taken. We were pretty. Yeah, that was it. Doritos roulette. Yeah, nah. They can firmly go in the bin. I don't know why this is black, but yeah, sure. All weird Doritos can get firmly in the bin. Like, they're always like, just how bad can it be, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, oh, I'll get to Pringles. I gotta get to Pringles now. Why not? So another one of my favorite crisps. I feel that my opinions on crisps are slightly bad, so I'm actually not a huge crisp head, to be honest. I don't really eat them that often, but I don't think I can quite put them in God tier. But I really like barbecue. Barbecue Pringles are great. They are nasty, but at the same time, I've given preference to a lot of fake crisps so far, but yeah. Quavers, here we go. Funyuns, I've had Funyuns. We can actually, I can't rank them because they're not UK. This is going to be UK crisps only because American crisps are on a whole different level. The regular Funyuns I don't like, but the Flamin' Hot ones are great. Let's see, while we're here, let's do just the plain Pringles. Again, one of the only kind of plain crisps that I'm okay with. They're a bit cardboardy, but like meh is a high rating for me when it comes to plain, so gotta have some flavor on my chip. Like if there was anything other than plain Pringles, I'd be okay. Let's see. Sour cream and onion Pringles. So these aren't the same as they used to be. They changed a few years ago and they're not like as silly. And I kind of feel they've suffered a bit since then. So I personally wouldn't buy sour cream and onion Pringles. I go for the barbecue ones. Maybe if I was having some friends over and I was like, maybe they don't want barbecue Pringles, I'd maybe get them, but they're okay. They're pretty good. Walker's Ready Salted. Well, we'll get to... We don't have Lay's. Lay's, I think, actually... Lay's and Walker's are the same company, but... they're very different in terms of how they taste for UK. Sorry, my hair's a mess. Like they have, like if I show you, like I just made it worse. Walker's crisps. So let's go for some Ready Salted. The logo is like the same as the Lay's logo, but they're kind of made for an English palate. They are very different. The flavors are all different. Like they don't have the sour cream and onion ones. The barbecue ones are really different. It is kind of a different experience. Also, the bags are much smaller. Just in general, UK crisps come in very small bags. I'm going to put the plain ones in Who Buys This tier just because, like, I wouldn't ever buy them. I'd always go for something else. Let's go for Walker's cheese and onion next. That said, though, I don't like the Ready Salted ones, but I do like the cheese and onion ones. These are great. These can get it. I definitely think cheese and onions are it's a very British thing. It's a very classic British crisp flavour. I think, like with salt and vinegar as well. Like it just harks back to a different time. I'm not a huge cheese fan, but I like cheese and onion crisps. Walker's salt and vinegar. That said, again, they are a national institution, but I actually really don't like them. I think if you look, like half my, well, I mean, that's because McCoy's a generic, but no, I don't like salt and vinegar. They're just like, it's just like putting like carbolic acid in your mouth. Like, it ain't for me. Cheese and onion Walkers are banging. They're great. While we're here, let's do Walker's Barbecue. Again, Walker's Barbecue are not the same as they used to be. I'm just going to sort my hair out, hang on. So I remember the original, they were just called Barbecue back in the day. I even found a picture of them, Googling them. They were called Barbecue back in the day, and they were incredible. I remember having them when I was a kid, and I was like, the first time I had them, I still remember it. The first time I had them, I was like, my life has changed forever. And then they took them away. They were gone for a couple years. They came back as barbecue beef, which were not the same. They tasted like actually hula hoops. I get those. They tasted like beef and onion hula hoops, which I didn't like. Then they went away again, and now they came back as barbecue rib, and they're not the same. They're nowhere near as good as they used to be. The barbecue old ones used to be like the Lay's barbecue. And so I think it's because they had too much sugar in them or too much salt in them, or they just weren't healthy enough for the UK market, so they did change them. Ketchup Walkers, that's a throwback. I don't know if I think they're too sporadic to be rated. Well, here we go. Let's do Walkers. Actually, while I'm here, Walkers is a good representation for just the flavors or in general. Like any kind of generic crisp flavor, you can basically use my ranking for Walkers for them. Walkers prawn cocktail, I think these can go in good. I like prawn cocktail, and surprisingly they're vegan. There's actually no prawns in them. They're kind of a bit sweet, a bit tangy, quite vinegary. They have this kind of weird flavor to them. They're their own thing. I got time for prawn cocktail. Again, I don't really eat them, but my memories of them are positive. Let's do Walker's roast chicken. Again, vegan. There's no chicken in them. They're just like chicken flavoring. It's like stock and chicken flavoring. I don't think I would go for these. Again, I haven't had them in a while. They're not the thing I would really eat. They're a bit like, kind of a bit like kiddie food for me, but... James Charles. James started a makeup and beauty channel. That would not be good. Yeah, prawn cocktail is quirky. It's a quirky flavor crisp. Like, I got time for them. Let me see. Oh, hang on. Let's do like McDonald's, like Walker's, like what was it called? Like, yeah, pickled onion. And then, so again, Walkers are another one of those companies where they all try and outmarket each other by building the stupidest thing possible, like pickled onion flavor crisps and all these chocolate and chili flavor crisps and all these weird ones. They have competitions like every year where they did those like those throwback like 60s, 70s, and 80s flavored crisps, and they were all disgusting. So any weird Walkers are in the bin firmly. Like, don't give me that. Don't give me that crap. Wacky, yeah. I don't want wacky flavor crisps. Let's do some Wotsits. I don't think I've even seen Wotsits for a really long time. Again, they're owned by Walkers now. Walkers bought out all the crisp companies. Wotsits aren't for me. Like, I do like maize, those like mazy snacks, but they taste too much like packing insulation, and I don't like the cheese dusty stuff. They're just a bit like, eh. Like, I'd go for, if I get Flaming Hot Monster Munch, like, why would you ever get them? You know? I do remember back in the day they had, this would have been a while ago, they had the spicy, like, Flaming Hot Wotsits. They were great. They were really good. Ranking cartoons, God tier SpongeBob, God tier Ed, Edd n Eddy, shit tier everything else. Cheetos Wotsits, I agree with you on that one. But actually, similar to Cheetos, we have... Cheetos aren't really a thing in the UK. Occasionally you'll find some places that sell them, but you get... most newsagents have the Polish variety of Cheetos, which are kind of like Wotsits. They're kind of the same thing. So they're a bit of a weird one here. So we have, in the UK, a thing that are a bit similar to Cheetos, but they're called Knick Knacks. And they are one of the like most ridiculous, most over-the-top brands of crisp you can possibly get. They are really, really ridiculous with their flavours. They taste so fake, they're really greasy, and I do quite like them. Like the spicy ones, I can probably put them in... I don't know, do I put them in good? Okay, the spicy Knick Knacks can go in the good tier. They're not my favourite ones, but they can go in the good tier. We can go for... You don't see them that often anymore, but they are still around. You have the rib and saucy Knick Knacks. These things absolutely slap. They taste so fake. They taste so artificial, but they're really good. Again, that's not... I will not indulge in these very often at all. But occasionally I will treat myself. If I get a bag of rib and saucy Knick Knacks, I'm getting filthy that day. You know what I'm saying? Smooth Cheeto puffs to regular Cheetos. That is wrong. Quavers. All right, let's do it. I've got one more Knick Knacks to do first, which is the curse flavor we don't talk about. Oh my god. Oh, it's even thinking about it makes me want to vomit. Where are they? Knick Knacks, Scampi, and Lemon. So these things taste like low tide. They are absolutely disgusting. They are the worst crisps in Britain. They are truly revolting. You could not make me eat these. Like if you gave me like a 6-pack of these and said eat the whole thing for 50 quid, I would not do it. They are absolutely revolting. Yeah, they just taste like fish runoff. I'm gonna do quavers next. I'll get to kettle chips in a sec, Izzy. I've never seen The Amazing World of Gumball. I'm going to be 27 pretty soon. I don't know. My knowledge of cartoons stops in about 2004. Let's see. Quavers. I remember liking Quavers a lot when I was a kid, but they kind of fall into that weird, greasy, like this is kind of a weird take. But I get a lot of shit for this, but I don't like cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is like kind of gross to me. It's like I don't like the greasy fattiness of it. And it has that just kind of like unpleasant. Like if you gave me like a brick of cheddar cheese and you told me to like touch it, I'd have to go wash my hands afterwards, otherwise I can smell this like gross, like cured animal fat smell in my hands. So Quavers give that a little bit to me. I like the texture of them. For fuck's sake, Gimp is so bad. I like the texture of them, but Quavers to me have too much of like the gross side of cheese to me, which I don't like. So they can go in the meh tier. They ain't for me. By no means bad, they're just my personal preference. I've never seen any of these new cartoons. I can't comment on them, to be honest. Oh yeah, yeah, it's SpongeBob for me and Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's where it's at. I don't really count like Simpsons and stuff like that because that's like too patrish to be a cartoon. Kettle chips, here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, here we go. So, kettle chips have the rare honor of being a salt and vinegar crisp that I actually really like. Kettle chips, sea salt, and balsamic vinegar. I mean, because balsamic vinegar is kind of sweet. It's not too like Walker's salt and vinegar. It just tastes like you've got acid from a lab and poured it down your throat. But kettle chips, sea salt, and balsamic, delicious. They are absolutely fantastic. And do they have the black pepper ones? Yeah, here we go. Ooh, yes. These are gonna go. Not quite in the god tier. Ooh, yeah. See, like, why would you have plain? Why would you have just plain crisps? You can have some pepper in there too. Ooh, they're good. They are good. I'm gonna have to expand this list, but that's fine. Let's see, what other kettle chips are there? Again, I think they're slightly different to what they are in the UK. Sweet chili ones. Again, I am somewhat of a sweet chili apologist. I know it's like baby flavor, but yeah, I like them. They can go in the excellent tier too. Mature cheddar and red onion. Again, I like the kind of onioniness of them, but they are still slightly a bit gross for me. Like I prefer the Walker's cheese and onion, and I also prefer the Walker's baked cheese and onion, which I will get to in a bit. But they're still pretty good. What's happening? DM me the Malteser story. You know what? Hit it. DM me the Malteser story. I will read it off camera because I'm sure it's, judging by everyone's reactions, it sounds bad. I'm feeling fruity. DM me the Malteser story. I want to read it. Like, even now, I can tell it's going to be bad, but that's fine. Lightly salted kettle chips. Again, just because they're like, no, they're not going to go in meh. Meh's a bit unfair. Like, when I go to like my grandma's house at Christmas, she'll have these, and I'll eat them. They're good. They're not as good as the cheese and onion ones, but they're still pretty good. Like, for a plain crisp, like, what more do you need? Let's see. They don't have the jalapeno ones in the UK, unfortunately, but I would go for those. What UK flavors do they have? Let's see. So they've also got the. This picture isn't loading. Oh, that's really bad resolution. I had to get some new music. I'm like familiar with all these. I'm gonna regret this. KT about to get blocked. You know what? I'm fine. Hit it, hit it. So I think that's the whole range. There's the bacon ones. I've not had them, but they sound kind of gross. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, I've just had a really good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Frazzles. Again, they are a filthy corn snack. I love these. Absolutely love these. These are great. I want a pack of Frazzles right now. So these are just like corn snacks that look like crispy bacon bits, and they taste like fake bacon. I love them. Oh, Bramingo. Oh, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Don't be shy, Katie. You can hit me. Let's see. While we're here, so Frazzles. What are the? Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. I found something really offensive. Oh, again, it's another salt and vinegar crisp going in the bottom tier. Oh, chipsticks. They are gross. They're like really dry, and they are just like. Again, it's that feeling of like eating them. I feel like I'm dissolving my esophagus. Like we don't have spicy crisps in the UK. But we have like acidic crisp. We have like vinegar crisps. Frazzles are a great thing. I haven't had Frazzles in a while actually. Like I think they're really salty, but yeah, no, Frazzles are an institution. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, hang on, I've just remembered. I've remembered. Yeah. Oh no, these are a cursed item. Absolutely a cursed item. Walker's French fries. These things, I remember these from when I was a kid, and I remember them being awful, and they're still here, and they still haven't changed. These things taste like polystyrene. They have the classic Walker's flavorings on them, but all the flavors are the same, but just the texture of them, it's so gross. It tastes like, you know, the kind of polystyrene that like makes your teeth like go. That's what they taste like. There is another US store, Keaton. It just got announced today. Yeah, if you don't know, KKB is going on another huge US tour, like a 6-week, like 30-something date US tour, probably coming to a state near you. So go buy some tickets. I don't know if we're going to Nebraska again, but we're going places. James Reed countertop on camera. I don't know what that is. Yeah, the French fries are gross. They're really bad. Like, I don't know who buys these. Like, they're beyond who buys this. They're, like, really disgusting. Let's see, is there anything I could add next? While we're here, actually, let's do Walker's Baked. Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. Da, 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 da. God Tier has its 3rd edition. Again, these might be, if I'm not feeling so manic to get Monster Munch, these are possibly my favourite crisps. I prefer these. This is an unusual take, but I do even prefer these to the regular ones. I don't know why I like them. They just have that snap to them, because they're not like slices of potatoes that are then fried. They're kind of like almost a bit like a Pringle, and they're like rehydrated potato texture, but I live for that snap, and the flavor's different on them as well. The flavour on them's different as well, and I got a lot of love for Walker's Baked. Cheese and onion anyway. Which other ones do they even have? So they also have... Ooh, so I've not even seen the sour cream and chive ones. I bet they're fire. I think I've had the salt one, the sea salt ones at some point, but they're kind of, I don't know if they can probably just go in the good tier. They're not like notable enough. Because the snap's really the only thing they've got going for them. But the snap plus classic cheese and onion flavour, ooh. You can go to the Madison show properly. Tight. Well, I hope to see you there. You can bring me some smooth beans. Also Chicago and Detroit. Yeah, I like the baked crisps. I know. I looked at the schedule and I did wince a little bit, but honestly, like the day offs kind of make it a little bit harder in a way because you lose your rhythm and stuff like that. So I'm happy to go all out. Like I've done 2 US tours. My third one, let's just go hit it. You know. Oh dear. Ugh. Oh, sorry, Murphy. You can complain to our booking agent. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if there's plans for more UK shows in the works. It's not my department. They just tell me when they're booked. They say, right, James, can you play this? And I go, yes, because I have no life. Anyway. But yeah, it's going to be, I mean, both the tours, the US tours we've done have been pretty heavy in terms of workload. We had more days off in this last one because we had stuff to do on the days off, but it's pretty nuts. Yeah, 2 US tours in the same year. Like, it'll be 3 US tours in like 13 months. So, it's pretty heavy, but I love it. It's my favorite thing. Like, the 2 US tours I've done have been the best things I've ever done in my entire life, so I can't really, like, oh no, I've got to do 30 shows in like 6 weeks. Yeah! That's wicked. Like, I live for that stuff, so I'm all about it. At Aaron's sweat. Oh my god. You leave Aaron alone. Aaron is a beautiful prince. I love Aaron with all my heart. He's one of the most beautiful humans I've ever met in my life. I don't know about that, Gregor, unfortunately. I'm not. It's really not my department. I'm good at slamming guitar and ranking junk food. KKB Kent tour. Actually, I mean, if it was going to happen, it probably would have happened already. But when we did the London shows, the 3 shows DOI space, because Gus and I are from similar part of the country. We're from like he's from like one town over from where I'm from, and we talked about. It's quite a suburban, quite boring, quite like working class British place. Like it's quite traditional where we're from, and there's all these like function halls and kind of places. That's where I did my first gigs when I was a kid, like at the Alexandra Suite in Swanley, that kind of thing. And we both have like happy teenage memories about that. We talked about doing a time and place show at one of those kind of places. But it wasn't going to work out. DIY space was a much better option. That's why we did it there. But that would have been a cool idea, but it wouldn't have been practical because we'd have had to bring PA and stuff, and then organising security and everything. It would have just been too nuts. So KKB are playing at my house. I'll give you a truckload of baked cheese and onion if you convince your booking agent to come to Bournemouth. Bournemouth would be fire, actually. But I don't know. I'm not in charge of the booking, unfortunately. It's not my department. Right, where were we? So we've done Walker's Baked. What other crisps are there? Hula hoops. Oh yeah, here we go. Right, let's do these. Let's see. Here we go. Again, I think I just have bad tasting crisps because again I'm going for like another homogenized potato snack. I like hula hoops. Again, if you can get a plain unflavored chip into the good tier for me, you must be doing something right. Jablinski plays. Jablinski games, that's it. There's one flavor of hula hoops I really like. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Let me see. You know what? Actually, I'm going to change that picture I just put in. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to put in the multi-pack, which has the 3 classic flavors, because they're all good. Like if I had any of these classic hula hoops, like cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, even the salt and vinegar ones are okay. They get a free pass just because the rest of them are so good. Like those are the ones I'd eat last, but I still eat them. The hula hoops are pretty good. I think it's here we go. No, that ain't it. The barbecue ones, I think they can go in good as well. I think I'm thinking of a different crisp that I like more. I still don't know why this like lo-fi beats the Study 2 song has Jack Black in it, but sure. He doesn't seem very copyright free. All right, yeah, hit it, Katie. Just DM it to me. I'll read it later if it's NSFW. KKB picking up from college saying it's a family emergency. New Brockhampton. I've actually never listened to Brockhampton. I don't really keep up with new music. I've kind of lost my passion for that, I guess. Never listened to Brockhampton. Let me see. All right, while we're here, these aren't technically a crisp, but I mean half the stuff on here isn't technically a crisp either, so I'm going to include these. These are pretty damn good. Any cheddars. So they are like a kind of a cracker. They're made from wheat rather than potato or corn or maize, but I like them. They can go in. They're part of that whole, like, they're in the same aisle. They're part of the snack family. And I think, what is it? The, yeah, here we go. These can absolutely get it. I don't know about Jacobs. Jacobs make cream crackers, which are really good. These can go in the excellent tier. Barbecue mini cheddars, they're really good. Again, they taste so ridiculous. I like them. While we're here, let's do... what are they called? Oh my god. What are they called? Yes, here we go. Oh, that's big. Sunbites! I absolutely love Sunbites. Sunbites are fantastic. Especially the sweet chili ones. Again, they're like... They're not greasy. They're like baked, and they're like another like grain chip rather than a potato chip. The only like potato chips are the kettle chips ones I really like, but these are fantastic. I can absolutely destroy a 6-pack of these in about 20 minutes. Sunbites. Let's go for, and again, you know what? They can both go there because they are that good. The sour cream, and again, anything with like coarse black pepper in, I love it. Some bites of black pepper in, they're absolutely fantastic. They can get in there all day long. So some bites are great. Like it's just the snap, it's the crunch. The flavors are good. They got the bit like loose bits of black pepper in the bag. Love them. It's full on crunched. Sensations, excellent choice. Let's go. I mean, there's only one when it comes to sensations. If you get any other sensations other than these, you're doing it wrong. These are probably my number 3 favorite. If I went Monster Munch, Oven Baked, and then sensations, these are absolutely great. Like, I feel like my teeth hurt after I eat them. They are so sugary and they're so salty and they're like covered in seasoning. They're so good. What other sensations flavors are there? I mean, I feel like every time I get sensations that aren't the sweet chili ones, I'm disappointed. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, I'll take just a generic one. And I'll go down to the mid tier. And I'm gonna go stick them all there, because you can't make like one of the best chips in the country and then have the rest of them all be so average, and some of them are really bad actually. So I've had some of the weird ones end up in Heron Foods, and I've had them just because I was curious, and they're really, really terrible. So I'll average it out. They can go in the meh tier. Oop. It's gonna fit. Spelled that wrong. Sensations. I sometimes forget how to spell. Let's see. Oh my god. I promise you will not get in trouble for the Malteser story, Katie. This is a place of trust. You can I'm very happy and honoured for you to share an embarrassing story with me or a bad story. I won't judge you, I promise. We've all done bad things. I've done bad things, it's fine. Chrome just closed itself, wig. Yeah, chili sensations are... What's the light box? That sounds like Orwellian. Is that like isolation? That looks like a condom packaging, it does. Oh my god, sensations flavoured condoms. That'd be banging. KKV recreating the Malteser story. You know what? Don't even push me because I will. Yes, Jonathan, you did. Sweet chili sensations are in God tier. They're probably like my number 3 favourite UK crisp. They're absolutely delicious. You know, okay, you know what, Izzy? You know what, Izzy? Okay, you didn't do it. That's fine. I don't judge you then. You're completely free. All right, we'll take a little break because we've been ranking hard for 2 hours. Let's take a little break. I'm already really proud of this list. Wow, we've done great. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to read the story. I am not reading it out loud. If you want to hear it, ask Katie. She'll send it to you. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. I've got an email from... Oh, my PC's coming tomorrow. Yes, yes, yes. I've got an email from Overclockers. What does they say? Oh, it's just my invoice for the abhorrent amount of money I spent on your computer. Let's see, what other notifications have I got? I got a message from some other friends. Hang on, I'm just turning off the boiler. Right, okie dokie. Right, let's read this. Let's read the Malteser story. That's not that bad. Oh, I've heard way worse than that. Okay, I might not be able to recreate that on stage. I've heard the same with like Mars bars, Skittle. You know, everyone's got that story. That's not that bad. That's like some pretty standard like high school like rumor. She uploaded it to her Snapchat story and you saw it. What I don't get is why you put that on your Snapchat story. Oh my god, that's really funny actually. Hang on, I'm just gonna... I think my only problem with that is they might melt. You know, I don't think there'd be much of the chocolate left after it had served its purpose. So the guy might have just gotten a bite of just the teaser. Countertop comment. Send me countertop comment too. But no, that's not that bad. That's you know, I mean, I personally haven't done something like that, but that seems like a pretty usual like teenage rite of passage. The lobster story. She saw the video. Yeah, I wouldn't have liked to have seen the video, but the story is not that bad. These are the American ones, so they're really strong, and I'm not a smoker, so it's too much. I've seen a bunch of those. I watched a video the other day actually, like what was the worst rumor from your high school, and some of those were pretty bad. You can hear it crunch. That's great. That's brilliant. If you ask Katie Murphy, she will send it to you. It's not that bad though. It's not that bad. I tell you what, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna stick Bob on. I'm gonna go pee and I'm gonna get another drink. Hang on, let's just update this. I feel really bad that Jan isn't here because he's missing this. Well, wherever you are, Jan, I hope you're having a good day. Let's put that on Bob so it looks like he's got a big... Right, I'll be back in like a couple minutes. Please send me the countertop story. What up? What up? What up? Sorry, music stopped. I think it stops at like every like hour. I think it's because I have the window minimized, so it's like thinks I'm not watching anymore. I just ran upstairs. I'm out of breath. Unfit boys. Yeah, you could see all the chocolate melted. That's just not good. That's like, why would you post? I mean, like, other than the fact that's just, you know, I wouldn't want to share that with the people on my Snap. I don't have Snapchat because I'm old, but I wouldn't want to share that with people that I knew if I was doing that. Sent you the countertop comment. All right, thanks, Izzy. Let's have a read. Well, of course, not read it out. This better be worse because I was a bit disappointed. Okie dokie. That's disgusting. I fully do not condone that. The countertop story. I fully do not condone that. That's really quite vulgar. It became a copy pasta. Oh no! I would encourage you not to do that. Play Brumingo. The stream has gone off the rails. Oh, actually, I can't remember. I can't remember what your name is. The person that made Brumingo and sent it to me, but it's really funny. I appreciate that. Thank you. Here we go. If you've not heard this. This bit's actually sick. This is like from a Sonic game. I love this. This bit's fire as hell. Like, this bit's better than the brr bit. I can't remember your name, but because your Instagram name is just like key spam. But Gregor, that's it. Brumingo, yeah, that's tight. And was it tack slap as well? That's pretty funny. Brumingo time. Yeah, no, I fully do not condone the countertop comment. I think that's really quite offensive. That's the most I'll go into on that. But anyway, it's from Undertale. I haven't played Undertale that much. I only like touched on it. I have not heard Megalovania. There we go. I'll maybe add that to my next stream's bizarre break. I want to get back to ranking crisps. That's why we're here. I don't want to play anything on stream that I haven't pre-approved first, because I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything like that. But anyway, moving on. Let's get back to ranking crisps. After that very bizarre pause. So we just did Weird Sensations Undertale OST. Again, that might be a copyright strike. But we had just done Sensations. I want to get back on track. Let me see, hang on. Did I save the link for this? I was looking for some earlier because I wanted to see if I could find them. These are, here we go, right. So these are a slight exception because they're not from the UK, but you can get them in the UK at all good corner shops. Here we go. Crisps. And I will just say this is just like this can be like a catch-all because I think a lot of these are really good. So one country that has better crisps in the UK is America. We've already established that as a fact. And I will say the entire geographical region of Eastern Europe and the Baltic states absolutely kills it with their crisps. They're so good. I absolutely love Polish crisps. I love Romanian crisps. Usually I don't really eat crisps that often, but when I do, I'll go to, there's like a corner shop at the end of my road, and they have a whole bunch of Romanian stuff, and they have these really great Romanian crisps. Let me zoom in. Oh my god, GIMP. And they are like these puffy, like, I think they're like puffed potato snacks, but they're shaped like a chicken leg, and they actually taste like chicken. They don't taste like Walker's roast chicken. They actually they taste like crispy chicken skin. They are delicious. And I haven't been able to ever find a picture of them, but they sell them at one of the shops near me, and they're called like pizza crisps. Again, I think they're Romanian, and they're like rings, like onion rings, but they taste like pizza, and they have like this really nice kind of like ricotta-y cheese kind of flavor to them. They are absolutely great. Excuse me. Let me see. Dead ass. Ooh. Chat's taking a dark turn. All right, you know, I haven't seen that meme, but that bit was fire. Anyway, Gregor, yeah, that I appreciate that. That was pretty cool. Let's do like. So we don't have Funyuns in the UK, but what we do have are these kind of like generic. There's no brand that sells them. These like generic onion ring crisps, and they're kind of the same thing. I actually think they're better than Funyuns because they taste like more fake. Funyuns are too cheesy for me. These ones are just like really stinky and oniony, but they're not sour like the pickled onion crisps. So these like, and you can find them in any newsagents for like 50p for a huge bag. So they're great. Those generic onion rings can get it. This music's not my kind of thing. When you're a guitarist but you listen to lo-fi hip-hop ones, that's what it's called. This reminds me of like being bullied at the guitar ensemble in school because I didn't play Avenged Sevenfold songs. I'm going to skip this. If I can find out how. Let me see, what were they like? Here we go. Can I even find these? Yeah, here we go. Excellent. Again, these are kind of like... Again, there's no brand for these. It's a generic product. These are a bit similar to Chex Mix in the UK, in the US, sorry. These sour cream and onion flavor party snacks. These are great. These can get it. These are going in the excellent tier all day long. Again, I can murder a bag of these. Absolutely murder a bag of them. They have that really nice sour cream flavour. There's enough variety in the texture. They've got a nice amount of snap going on. They're great. I love them. Let's go do some Tyrells now because I feel I'm light on actual crisps. Oh, hang on. I just had a really great idea. Oh, just remembered these exist. Ooh, Tyrell's Veg Crisps. These are fire. So if you don't know, these are crisps that are made out of beetroot and parsnip and carrot and stuff like that. And they're really, I mean, I like root vegetables. I love like beetroot and stuff like that. And they are really great. They're really, really good. They come on like plain. They're just with a bit of salt on them. But there's enough variety. And again, they're really snappy and crunchy. You know what? These could even go in the God tier. They are that good. Like, they're not number one in the God tier, but they're really good. And let's go for, like, and most other veg crisps. Because not all of them. Some of them are a bit greasy, but most of them are great. My computer's starting to get a bit slow now. I've got lots of pictures up on here. Let's make these really small. Whoop, no, that was a mistake. Let's make this smaller. Here we go. Vegetable crisps. Can get it. Tyrell's Tory crisps. They're not expensive. They're not Tory crisps. Popcorn rankings. Nah. I mean, even though there are savoury popcorns, I don't ever buy them. I don't like them. Hang on. Tories don't eat crisps. They just they only eat mashed potato. That's the only way they eat potatoes. They either eat soggy like seaside chips or mashed potato. What other Tyrells are there? Let me have a look. You know what? In my opinion, there's not really any other Tyrells that have stood out for me. They're all pretty good. Like, I'd eat a packet of like whatever they had. I kind of feel that there's none that are as good as the balsamic kettle chips. But you know what? They are a bit like going to a posh person's house crisps. Like, they're a bit fancy, but they're pretty good. You know, like they sell them in Marks and Spencer's. So I'm just going to put these here, and I'm going to put all Tyrells in excellent just because. Hang on. You can't really go wrong with them. Oops. Like I've never had a disgusting packet of Tyrell's crisps, which is one of the few brands I can say that for. I've definitely had some disgusting crisps by even kettle chips. Can I blow O's? No, I cannot blow O's with Jules. I'm not a smoker, unfortunately. I've never had McDonald's. I've never had Walker's Bugles. I've never had American Bugles either, actually. I want to try them. Play every Merzbow track at once. That would just get me a super copyright strike, I think. Those horrible Aldi Lidl crisps. Actually, hang on. I have an honourable mention I can chuck in. I don't want to go too deep into supermarket own brands because we'll be here all night. But these are a truly, truly cursed item that should not be. I don't know who thought about these. Whoever thought about these. I hope whoever thought about these got put in the stocks and had fruit thrown at them. Rotten, manky fruit. Gin and tonic flavoured crisps. They had these. These came out like late last year. I saw these like in the late summer, autumn last year. And they had Cosmopolitan, as in the cocktail flavoured crisps as well. And they were in Aldi, so they were like 50p. I bought them because I was like, let's try these. And they were disgusting. Like, I loved gin and tonic is like one of my favourite alcoholic drinks. I mean, we could even do ranking an alcoholic drinks stream. I'm not much of a drinker, but gin and tonic is, I love a gin and tonic, especially with a little slice of cucumber in, banging. But these were truly revolting. Like, potato chips should not be sweet. They should be savoury. If they're sweet, they have to have savoury to balance that barbecue flavour. These were absolutely disgusting. That's as far as I got. Actually, while I'm here, hang on. The only other exception I'll have is... yeah, here we go. I'm amazed I can remember what these are called. Oh my god. I love these, but these taste like death. Here we go. Oh, no, that ain't right. Oh, yes, it is. So, Aldi's fake Pringles, they have the barbecue versions. These are the single saltiest thing I've eaten in my entire life, but they're so good. These are like almost as good as Pringles barbecue. And they're like about like 39p for a tube or something. Let's get rid of this white bit. That's the only exception I'll make. Other than that, everything they sell in Aldi is just a slightly worse version of whatever they're trying to imitate. This is the only notable exception. While we're here, hang on, let's go. Here we go. Yeah, that's what they're called. While we're here, we have another crime to address. This isn't so much that they're bad, it's just the fact there's no need. Walker's, like, fake Pringles and all other... Not off-brand, because off-brand Pringles are fine, but imitation Pringles, like other Pringle appropriations, nah. Like, Walker's, just stick to what you're good at. Like, fake Pringles. That can go there firmly in the shit tier. Goofy tier, oh my god, skips. Alright, here we go, yeah, let's do skips. Skips are a weird one. They are, like, they're kind of like a a niche thing. Like, I bet there are people who Skips are like their favorite crisps and anything they eat. I remember liking them as a kid. Like, they're really light and fluffy, and they're kind of weird. They are goofy. They melt on your tongue. I like prawn cocktail, but there's something about them that's just a bit off for me. They taste a bit like chalky, or like a bit alkaline, a bit soapy. So they're not in shit tier. That's completely unfair. I'm gonna put these in the meh tier. They're weird, but not in the way that I like. I'm sure they could be number one for somebody else. Like Walker's Stacks Paprika are nobody's number one. These are probably somebody's number one, but just not mine. Okie dokie, right. What am I missing? Dubstep crisps. Skips taste like TV static. Absolutely. They're in the thumbnail, but not in the list, I know, yeah. When I was making the thumbnail, I was just like, what's a weird packet of crisps? And I've just got those. Okay, let's see. I don't like any canned gin and tonic. I don't like any canned mixers because they're really weak and they're really expensive and they're full of sugar. I'll put Skips. You know what? Actually, there is a goofy tier and it's called Who Buys This tier. I'm gonna put Skips in the Who Buys This tier because I want to know. I want to know who buys them. Let's see. Skips are harsh noise crisps. Exactly. Alright. I agree with that, Izzy. Same with Quavers. Quavers are kind of like, and What's It's. They're like, not bad, but they are like for infants. Sorry. Paracetamol crisps. Wow. It's pouring. It's rain outside. It was pretty great, actually. Little cheese and onion. Yeah, like, all the little stuff's like fine. It's just like a slightly worse approximation of like whatever. Let's try and find some more UK. I'm just going to Google UK crisps and see what I've missed. If there's any weird ones. Oh, that's a good one. Hang on. Let me see. Here we go. These are like a missed opportunity. These could be really good. These feature an ingredient that I love. Walker's Marmite. I love Marmite. Marmite, I think, it's one of the first things I actually ate. I think my mum told me when I was a baby, the first like human food I ate was a Marmite sandwich. And apparently she was at like a playgroup or something, and there was a plate of Marmite sandwiches, and I grabbed one and just ate it. And before that, I was like fussy. I wouldn't eat human food, and that was like the first thing I ate. I love Marmite. Marmite is amazing. I eat it now. It's delicious. It's amazing. It's not the same as Vegemite. Vegemite is a pale, weak imitation of Marmite. Hang on, the cat's not here, so I'll just take the cat box off. Vegemite tastes like watered down Marmite. It's trash. But Marmite crisps, they just don't work. And the same with like Marmite mini cheddars and Marmite Baby Bell and all this other weird crap that has Marmite in it. Marmite goes on toast and in a sandwich. Don't put it on anything else. Like Marmite flavored Scotch eggs, it's all just garbage. Oh, hang on. I've had a really great one. This might upset some people actually. They're kind of Marmite flavour, but they're not at the same time. Oh, I haven't even seen these in a really long time. I hope they're still made. Twiglets! Again, they're not really crisps because they're made of wheat. And they're made by Jacobs again, but Twiglets are really good. And again, they get your hand coated, like your fingers are coated with this like sticky black tar. But they can go into the second tier of excellent. Twiglets are fantastic. I love Twiglets. And again, the wholemeal. I like wholemeal. A bad date stole your jar of Marmite. That's evil. Anyone who likes Marmite is a Tory. That is bullshit. Marmite is a food of the working man. It's like yeast runoff byproduct. It's like one of the cheapest things ever. Marmite's banging. Marmite flavoured chocolate might be a thing. I don't think I'd like it, but I can get that. Marmite isn't human food, Katie. Marmite is god food. As evident by me. Twiglets do absolutely bang. Let me see, what else is there? Well, hang on, yeah, again, this is not something I've had in a... I don't even know if these still exist, but I'll rate them because everyone's got memories of these. I'll do this little multi-pack thing because all of them are the same. They're all as bad as each other. Doink, doink, doink. Wheat crunchies. These are one of the most artificial tasting. The texture's not nice. They're kind of too hard. They're too thick. They're too tough. Nah, wheat crunchies. Like, I would never eat them. See, Twiglets are. What do you mean? You're from Scotland, aren't you, Rusty? Twiglets are great. Can't believe you've never seen Twiglet. No. Yeah, I am that weird kid, Isabel. I'm always taking the Twiglet, and they're always unopened as well. We do. Let me see. What else are we missing? Well, this picture's really small. I can't see. I've ranked most of these. Can't read what they are. Oh, hang on. I've got some really good ones. Another absolute sin. Not quite shit tier, but they're going to be in who buys this tier. I get that they're like meant to be like low fat and stuff like that, but they still have loads of sugar in them, and they still have like as much calories as your average bag of crisps, pop chips. But like you could have Sunbites, which are incredible, or you can have pop chips, which are just depressing. Gluten intolerance gang, what up? Golden Wonder, yeah, that's it. Hang on. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Again, I don't know who these to me are like just like knockoff supermarket crisps, but made by a brand. Like these are like the bar cola of crisps, but not good. You know, like bar drinks are like supermarket drinks, but somehow good. Golden Wonder are just again like I just remember them being just cheap and not very good. While we're here, while we're on that chain of cheap and not very good off-brand packets of crisps, these are more shit tier than who buys this tier. Discos. Again, these are like they have all the bad things of like cheap corner shop crisps, but none of the delight. I just remember them tasting really fake, and the packets are really small, and they're just that. Yeah, that's yeah. Pop chips are like broccoli mummy chips. I've never had a Tato actually. I had the opportunity to have them a couple times. I've seen them for sale in UK supermarkets, but I've never actually had them. And I've been to Ireland, but I just didn't get them. Bikers crisps. Squares, here we go. Let's go for a multi-pack, because again, they're all the same. They are unfortunately down here again. They're going to go in who buys. I don't get them. Again, it's just like... It's like all the Walker's flavours, which although they're classic, they're unadventurous, just with a worse texture. Again, it's like they're not as bad as French fries, but it's just like if I'm buying a packet of crisps, I would never buy them. Never ever buy them. Transformer crisps. I thought about those earlier actually. Hang on, let me see. Because they have the tomato one, don't they? Yeah, here we go. Like the spicy tomato Transformer snack. They're made by Golden Wonder. These are kind of... I'm going to put these in the meh tier. I remember eating them. Like, they're not as fun as Space Raiders. But they're kind of silly in their shape. But they're just not very good. I get why you'd buy them, but... they ain't for me. Let me see... Pork cracklings count as crisps. You know what? Let's have a look. I think straight pork cracklings don't count as crisps because they are just pork skin. What does count as crisps pork crunch, because these have wheat in them as well, and they're a bit like prawn crackers. Actually, prawn crackers we can even rate because they are kind of the same thing. I like straight up pork cracklings, even though they are disgusting. I remember eating them a lot when I was at uni. I used to live by a Tesco garage, and I used to just get them from there occasionally. But pork crunch, they're kind of a bit rank for me. I wouldn't eat them now. I've got to think about my heart, you know. I'm going to be 30 in a few years. Here we go. They can go firmly in the meh tier. While I'm here, let's do some prawn crackers. We'll just do again, there's no brand that sells them, so I'll just do generic ones. I personally don't like them. Whenever I get a Chinese takeaway and it comes with them, I don't eat them. I don't like the ones in bags. They're just greasy and they just taste like, you know, all the shells and digestive tracts and heads of prawns mashed up and then fried. I don't like them. They are kind of like a garbage food. You have 20 packets of pork cracklings in a bag. Oh yeah, you know what, Izzy? Those are great. They definitely don't exist anymore. But I remember roast beef and wrap snacks. Oh hey Jenny, it's UK crisps only, unfortunately. Even though wrap snacks would firmly be in the god tier if they were. But yeah, no, they were roast pork and mustard or roast beef and mustard, and they used to be pub. I only ever had them in pubs when I was a kid. They were amazing, but they were. I don't think they exist anymore. Let's do some wrap snacks. I'll put them in as a joke. Hang on. Let me find them. It's hard to find a good picture of them, actually. That's weird. This one's got an annoying drop shadow on it. I can't find the... Here we go. These are probably the best packet of crisps I've ever had in my entire life. They're delicious. They have Migos on them. What more do you need? They're $1. What more do you need? I absolutely love wrap snacks, and I love everything about them. The crisps are great. I love the idea. I love the branding. It's just so cool. I remember seeing these when I was a kid on the internet and laughing and being wow, they look insane. But you know what? These can go off. These can have their own level. Oh, hang on. These can just go up here. And these can be oh, no, hang on. So they can have their own tier because US crisps are better than English crisps. I'm not here to debate that. That's just a fact. So they can have USA goat tier wrap snacks. And that also goes for flaming hot Cheetos, hot Takis, sour cream and onion Lays, barbecue Lays. They're all better. I'm not here to argue that. Those scampy things. Oh, that's truly a cursed item, Jen. Let's get those. Oh, even thinking about these makes me retch. I've already got the Knick-Knack Scampi and Lemon. Again, I like Scampi. I like seafood. But these are just... No. These are cursed. Again, they taste like low tide. They taste like fish runoff. They are truly an evil, evil item. Again, this is you only find them in pubs. Most Smith stuff is kind of gross. They did used to have comics on the back of Space Raiders. I remember they used to be 10p. Go off, Crispy Queen. We stand a crispy Queen. I'm gonna dedicate this jewel rip to you, Jenny. I'll see you on Friday. Give me Scampi bites and a coffee monster. That's like Lil Xan going to hospital for eating too many flaming hot Cheetos. Jenny W goes to hospital for too many Scampi bites and coffee monsters. Anyway. Mr. Trotters, what are they? Oh my god, I just saw oh, I've not had these. Wow. They they look really weird. Monster Punch. Oh my god. I just saw actually the whole sleeve. I'll just paste it in chat for a second. I remember seeing these at pubs, like the whole sleeve of scampi fries that you'd see on a pub wall. You could not pay me to eat all of these. Like, if you paid me like £1,000 to eat all of these, I'd probably try it, but I'd really hate you. Right, moving on. Anyway, yeah. Oh, hang on. No, no, no. Delete, delete, delete. Get this cursed item. No. What do I do? Anyway, hi Jenny. Just in case you haven't been in earlier, this is what we're ranking so far. What up, Catherine? How's it going? We're ranking UK. I've already done fast food. You can scroll back and see the fast food ones. We're doing UK crisps at the moment. We got in the God tier Monster Munch, Flaming Hot, Kettle Chips, Balsamic, Baked Walkers, Cheese and Onion, Sun Bites, Sensations Chili, Tyrell's Vegetable Crisps. Oh my god, yeah. Don't do it, Jenny. Don't eat the scampi fries. We all love you. You're a braver man than me. Braver man than me, John. Let me see. Let's see, what are we missing? I feel like we've covered all the basic ones, and I feel we're just doing like all the weird ones at the moment. Let's go on to as the groceries, and we'll look at all the crisps in their crisp aisle. Oh, I love scampi, but not in a crisp. It doesn't translate well. I feel it's quite hard to put meat flavors or like meat, seafood, poultry. I feel it's quite hard to get those right. How's the Huel going, Jen? I'm curious. I want to try it. Let me see. Crisps, 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 crisps. I love that we call them crisps and not chips. Oh no, oh my god, so I open up and the first things it recommends me are Pringles Rice Fusion and Doritos Collisions. Two of the most cursed items of all time. Actually, I'll put, these can go firmly in the bin tier. Whoop. Pringles Rice. Or like, any of those like weird Pringles, like they had like the tortilla chip Pringles. Or like any of the weird flavors that aren't sour cream and onion, plain, or barbecue, or salt and vinegar. Any of like the weird ones. Like they have like the cheese and onion Pringles suck. They have like sweet chili ones, or no, they're just garbage. I don't want them. I put plain Pringles in meh tier just because they're just a bit boring. And then why get plain Pringles when you can have barbecue Pringles? Let's see what else is there. I only know Fritos. I've not had Fritos. I had Frito pie. I like Frito pie. It's like baby food, but I like it. Let me see. Huel is like Soylent, and I think Jenny's been drinking it recently. Let me see. Like, let's go multi-pack crisps, whatever. Let's have a look. So Skips, Walkers, Quavers, we've done all these. Mini Cheddars, done those. Oh, hang on. Yeah, go on. Again, this is pushing it for crisps. Like, these are almost popcorn, but I feel they should be included. Let me see. I'll just pick a random one. They're all the same. They all taste the same. They're all as disappointing as each other. Where is it? Hey, Snacker Jacks. I don't get these. Again, it's kind of like with pop. They're not as bad as pop chips, but like rice cakes are fine. But don't put flavoring on them. Like if you have a rice cake with a bit of cream cheese and you put some chives on it, delicious. But nah, these are just like gross. The real crisps. Let me have a look. They ring a bell. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, these can go in, these can go in, like, I've never seen a person buy these. I'm sure I've had them, like, at a party or at someone's house or something. I've never bought them myself, but again, I don't like the branding, and they're, like, trying to be bougie Tory crisps, but I don't get it. Whoop. What happened there? What else are we looking for? Let's have a look. Let me see. Yeah, we did Pom Bears, didn't we? Monster Munch, we've done all those. Space Raiders, Knickknacks, done them. Mini Cheddars, done them. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is a good one. Well, I say this is a good one. This is a good one to rate. I don't actually like them. Here we go. No, these aren't quite shit tier. Roysters. Again, these are like a bit like those pop chips where they're like those air popped kind of things. But I just remember them tasting kind of fake and like hard and cardboardy. So they're not who buys this tier, because I understand why someone might buy them, but they can go in the meh tier. Snacker Jacks are a boomer crisp. Snacker Jacks are either for babies or like elderly people. Space Raiders, I think we said this earlier. McCoys are the Monster Energy drink of crisps. Let me see. There's a gnome on the front of that package. Yeah, you've been... oh no, hang on. You've been gnomed. Oh no. There he is. There's Captain Birdseye. Oh, also, I saw... So you know Captain Birdseye? This is strictly for the English, like British people only. You know Captain Birdseye has been made into like handsome boomer dad. Hang on, let me see if I can find him. Yeah, here we go. Captain Birdseye looks like... Is it Captain Phillips? What's that Tom Hanks film? This is what Captain Birdseye looks like now. I don't like handsome boomer Captain Birdseye. He should look like a pirate. No, I don't like that. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Like... This is what Captain Birdseye should look like. This is is that Pierce Brosnan? This is trash. Nah. This is not Captain Birdseye. He should look like this guy. Not handsome boomer dad. He shouldn't look like I was James Bond 20 years ago. That's wrong. You got gnomed. It's like wait, hang on, this is my knee. I'm doing it under my knee. I just got all of you. I owe you all a punch. Captain Birdseye nails innocent blonde in the back of a taxi. Yeah, like Captain Birdseye looks like he could be in Lost in Translation 2. Captain Birdseye's a dilf. Yeah, Captain Birdseye should not be a dilf. Daddy Bird. Yeah. I swear that's just Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, like Captain Birdseye should not be daddy. But look at that. Alright, we're getting off track again. What else is there? Let's have a look. Sharing crisps. What have I got? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I found something truly cursed. Truly cursed. Oh my god, this is not right. This isn't right at all. Yeah, oh my god, this is one of the most disgusting things for sale in the UK. And also, I just hate everything about this. This should not exist. Oh my god, I hate GIMP. I'm gonna get Photoshop when I get my new PC, and then I'm gonna get Premiere Pro. So I'm gonna stop using this ratchet-free software. Sensations, Oriental Crackers, Peking Spare Rib. I can't tell you how offensive these things are in concept and in taste. These things are... There's like a prawn cracker, but they taste like fake, like dirty, synthetic pork. And also, the fact they're called Oriental Crackers is just... I won't even go there. It's just so fucking stupid. Don't give me that crap, Walkers. Compare the market meerkat brand. Is this like which advert mascot is daddy? Let me see. Yeah, it's just the ages. Yeah, every mascot's got to be daddy now. Pigs in blanket crisps. I don't think I've had those. Oh my god, I have not seen these. What? Do they just taste like overly sugary pork crisps? Oh, I know. I used to have Photoshop. I used to have like CS3 like a long time ago. I just I definitely do not condone the pirating of software illegally on stream. Don't do that. But I will have better software soon. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. No. I have a way. Oh, hang on. Yeah. I know exactly. I wouldn't class banana chips, but I tell you what, I would. Banana chips are too sweet, but I absolutely will tell you what can get it. Oh yeah, Stripping's excellent here. Oh yeah. I'm sad now because I don't live in an area where there's a Caribbean community, unfortunately. Where I live now is a bit British, but oh, plantain. I mean, plantains are like the god food, but like in a packet, like you get them from. I used to go to like the Londis in New Cross over the road from my house. I used to bang out so many of these, the plantain chips. I like the sweet ones and the salty ones. They are absolutely delicious. I love plantain. Plantain is the god food. It's one of the best vegetables. I love plantain. Yeah, I need to get Premiere. I'm using Filmora at the moment, and it's garbage for my videos. Let me see. Yeah, GIMP is like what I don't understand about GIMP is if they just made it like Photoshop, it'll be fine, but they don't. Go to McDonald's and ask for the Mertz burger. Caribbean crisps. Oh, hit me, Izzy. Let's have a look while we're here. Oh my god, those Walker's sensations peaking things. I've already put all the shit Doritos in. Oh, actually, I found a really horrible one. Yeah, all these are going in the trash tier. These are absolutely going in the trash tier. Just because I don't know how they make such a good concept so bad. Whoop, this is a bit big. Lattice crisps. These are revolting. Like, they take that whole, like, crisps that hurt your mouth to 11, and they just don't taste good. They're really bad. Oh, no. There we go. I feel like my shit tier is really big. There's a lot of bad crisps in this country, what can I say? Levi Roots crisp. I have not had them, but all I know is Levi Roots is a fake, and all the stuff I've had from him is really bad. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like him. Just because I know that he didn't like it was all. He made it all up. It wasn't his grandmother's jerk sauce recipe, and it doesn't even taste good. It just tastes like ketchup with allspice in it. Walker's turkey and stuffing. I don't know if I've had those. Like seasonal stuff. I don't know if I want to count that too heavily, just because it's hard to kind of. I guess a lattice. It's like those crisp cut fry things, but they just somehow make them like crisp cut fries or waffle fries. Great, but these just suck. Like they could be really good. Oh! I have just discovered a god tier crisp. Let me see. Oh yeah. So we don't get this brand that much in the UK. They only pop up occasionally from time to time in certain supermarkets. Whenever they have these, I devour an entire bag of them. Here we go. Ruffles, paprika flavour. Oh, they're good. Oh, they are good. Again, they're very sweet. I think I like quite a lot of the sweet crisps. But these are great. Like, we don't have the sour cream and onion ones in the UK, unfortunately. I think they're supposed to be really good. But yeah, Ruffles paprika can get it. Well, I don't even know if I've had any of the other flavours, but while we're here, actually, they're not quite as good, but they're almost the same thing, but they're almost as good. Walker's Max paprika. I actually had some of these. Jenny actually gave me some of these recently, and they're great. They can go in the excellent tier. I love these. Keith Graham. Oh my god, no. No, Levi Roots, don't do it. His real name is Keith. The thing is, I didn't even know his real name was Keith. I knew he just made up that the sauce was his like grandmother's recipe and all that kind of stuff, and she sold it like at Covent Garden Market or whatever. So yeah, no, Levi Roots is fraud tier. I mean, I respect the hustle. But I can't get down with that, man. I wish I could sing as well as him, that's all I can say. Oh, here we go, I've just found another one. Again, these are like, I'll put these can just be, because there's too many of them and it's too hard to find the pictures of them, but again, any like Eastern European, Polish, Romanian, any kind of Baltic states, any of these, they're all really good. Like, I get these, I honestly buy like Eastern European crisps more than English ones, just because I got really good like Romanian corner shops where I live. And so I'll put these in the good tier, and these will be like most other. Make this text really small. The text is huge. They're not quite as good as the chicken leg shape ones, but they are really good. That's still huge. Let's make this smaller. Keith Graham, I can't believe that. His net worth is 45 million. You know what though? I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle to old Keith. I respect the hustle, but I don't buy his products. Yeah, there are the. You know what? I should move those up a tier, but it might be a bit hard. I haven't labelled any of my layers today. Can we make a Blur cover band when we play Park Life? We can play, like... Wait, hang on. I can't even... This is cringe, hang on. Like, was it like... That's what you're going to get from me. Whenever you bought the Levi Roots item, someone would sing the Reggae Sauce song. That's really funny. I remember having the Reggae Sauce when it came out, and it wasn't good. I didn't like it. I love like proper jerk sauce. I love proper jerk chicken, but it's not. It's like jerk sauce for like people from Middle England who've never had Caribbean food. Burn. But yeah. Let me see. Oh my god, the chat's catching up now. What else have I missed? I kind of feel like we have, like, most things now. Let me see. We also have... No, because... You know what? The Cheetos we get over here, they count as Eastern European crisps because we only get Polish Cheetos. We don't get the American ones. So that's fine. I've got those already. Ding, 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 ding. Is there anything else? Like, oh, it's annoying because Asda's just recommending me like Rice Krispie Squares. That's not a crisp. Let me have a look. What else is there? Woohoo by Jenny Walton. Yeah, I remember watching that was where we got it from. I remember watching that Dragon's Den episode too. For the Americans, Dragon's Den is Shark Tank in England, but with English people on it. Yeah, I remember watching that too, and he came out and he sang the song. His pitch was great. He was charming as hell. And I mean, they all liked it because they were all a bunch of old white dudes. They were like, yeah, this is great. I think I prefer Oasis to Blur. Like, Oasis have more bangers than Blur. Like, I don't want to get into Britpop deep cuts, you know? I think Suede are my favourite Britpop band. But, like, I would take, like, Don't Look Back in Anger or Live Forever over any Blur song any day. That said, Oasis definitely made worse music than Blur, but they also made better music. The Gallagher's are a national treasure. I adore them. They're both really quite bad people, but they're such a national treasure. My favorite Gallagher brothers story is um, Liam Gallagher was talking about Paul McCartney. And he was saying, "Oh, I got to meet him recently. I was at the Royal Albert Hall watching Paul Weller, and he invited me up to his box. And he says, 'Oh, Liam, oh, it's great to meet you.' Blah 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 blah." And he goes, I should do it in the accent. He goes, "Liam, do you like margaritas?" And then he said, "Yeah, but I'm not hungry and I don't eat this late." And then Paul McCartney said, "They're drinks, you fucking prick." And Liam said, "I thought he was offering me a pizza." Oh my god. Oh, oh, it's so funny. I want to die. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah, I like the first three Suede. I really like Coming Up actually. I really like the first three Suede albums. I think they're a great band. Although what's his name? Can't remember his name. Lead singer. He's a bit problematic. But I saw Suede actually at Latitude Festival one year when they reformed. It was brilliant. Like I'm sitting there, standing out in the middle of the festival. I saw Kraftwerk the day before it was banging, and I'm out there on the outside, and they closed with Saturday Night, and I was just like, oh, I love it. It was perfect. That is the most Liam Gallagher thing ever. I absolutely love that. Like the fact that Liam Gallagher meets Paul McCartney and he says, "Do you want a margarita?" and he thinks it's a pizza. He thinks Paul McCartney's offering him a pizza at the Royal Albert Hall. Ah! Oh my god. Ghost Ship, Girls and Boys, Bad Head, etc. What's that? Is that Blur? I mean, I know Girls and Boys. I'm not a huge Blur stan. The Verve. I don't like the Verve that much. I don't like Richard Ashcroft terribly. He seems a bit. Yeah. They just seem like Reverb, Oasis, Pulp. I don't like Pulp very much either. I wouldn't class. I like Squeeze, but I wouldn't class them as a Britpop band. They're like 20 years too early. They're actually from same part of England that I am. Very similar. No, I don't. I'm not into Jarvis Cocker's thing. Let me see. What crisps have I missed? Pulp are like university core. That's a bit mean, but yeah. Let me see. I kind of think I've got it. Other than like the occasional like terrible item. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got another. These are a cursed item actually. You will feature. There is more content with me in this item that will be arriving soon. Walker's Max Strong. These are gross. Hang on. I don't know why my like it ends up looking like a condom packet again. Hang on. For some reason, GIMP is changing all my alpha channel to black. I have no idea why. Doesn't do that normally. Yeah, these are disgusting. Pablo Honey and the Bends are Britpop. I call pre-Kid A Radiohead Coldplay Radiohead. Hot take. I'm not the biggest fan. Let me see. Felt Cute might co-release mediocre Gorillaz album. R, Gregor, that not be good. R. Your mum is mates with one of the members of Squeeze. My uncle used to hang out with them because they went to the same. They were like from the same area, same part of South London, and they used to hang out with them. And one of my family friends was the bass player in Squeeze for a while, like in like the 80s or something. A small world. Coldplay songs. I don't think Coldplay are trying to hurt anyone. I don't like the music, but I got no problem with them. Let's see. What else have I missed? I kind of think we got everything, gang. Like, I'm struggling to see stuff that I haven't got before. Music stopping again. Hang on. Yeah, we're at the 3-hour point. That's jokes. I mean, he would have been in like the 80s or 90s, I think. Your dad was a member of OMD. That's nuts. You kidding me, Gregor? That's crazy. Wow, that's really cool. Hang on. I know I was having a chat with Gus about this actually, because we didn't know until recently that the pop group Atomic Kitten was the guy from OMD as like a writing outfit at the start before they kind of got turned into like a label thing. That's really cool. That's dope. That's super cool. Mates with Squeeze Gang, yeah. Actually, I got asked in America. I was chatting to someone after a KKB show in America, and they said this was their second gig ever. The only other gig they've been to was Squeeze, and I'm like, "What? The band from Deptford?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, sick." Like my uncle knows them. About a Docs Gregor. That's really, really cool, Gregor. That's like Neil Weir. Wow. Oh, you should be very proud that your dad's really cool. Wish my dad was cool. Yeah, that's dope. Oh, that's really, really cool. Oh, I dig that. Yeah, his brother was a member too. I kind of feel like we got everything. Right. Oop. So I kind of feel we're almost ready to wrap the crisps tier list. Let me just get a new layer from Visible. All right, this is the last call. If you have any crisps that we've missed, spam them in chat now, or you think we might have missed, spam them in chat. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Major bruh. Hang on. Izzy, that is sick. That is so cool. Oh my god, I spent so much of my life playing like Championship Manager and Football Manager. So much of my life. I have not tried Bert's chips, Tim. Hula hoops, we got them. Oh my god. I rated them all. I think they're all in good tier. Hula hoops are pretty like inoffensive. Thank you very much. You're mentioned on the Wikipedia page, so am I. Let me see. Yeah, let us know, Katie. James Burr moment, Roland. Mackey's crisps. I don't know if I've had those. Let's have a look. Let's Google them. See if they bring back a memory. I don't think I've had these, although these look kind of the same as those like crisps. They're just real crisps. That's it. They look just kind of like wannabe kettle chips. Of Scotland, I've not had them. Can't comment, unfortunately. Oh, tight. That's Wikipedia. Oh, that's cool finding out that people like. That's cool. I'm always into that. I'm quite like I quite like the fact that I'm mentioned on Wikipedia. I'm quite proud of that. Someone's gonna go edit the page and take me off. Oh, haggis and cracked black pepper. That sounds fire. Ooh, I would kill some of them. Ooh, yes, please. Yeah, they sound like a Scottish thing. I'll try them next time I'm in Scotland. Yeah. Ooh, haggis chips. Ooh, I would. Ooh. All right, I think I'm done. Let's get a new layer from Visible. Let's cut it down, and we'll save that, and that'll be posted on my Instagram for everyone to fight over. You're changing it as soon as you finish school. Haggis and crack. Your dad is an F-list celebrity. That's cool. Okay, let's go crop in. Whoop, no. Okay, I think that's fair. Whoop, no, how do you crop on GIMP? I can't remember. Bruh. Crop. Oop, nope, not working. I'm just gonna save this, hang on. Yeah, definitely don't be doxing yourself. Don't worry about that. Don't share anything you don't want to. You have an IMDb, that's dope. I have a credit on, not Discogs. I think I do have a credit on Discogs, although one of my credits on Discogs is not real. One of my credits on Discogs is for somebody else. Let me have a look. Yeah, hang on. There's a Nashville musician who has the same name as me. He looks really cool, actually. I follow him on Instagram. And I've been credited for one of his albums. Wait, hang on. No, Rate Your Music, that's it. That's what I'm on. Which again, I'm really proud of. That is definitely not true, Keaton. Where are the credits? I don't know how Rate Your Music works. Here we go, James Rowland, guitar/noise. Oh, it's been fixed. I'm now no longer credited for like some Nashville album, which is cool. I wish I got credited for that, but I didn't do it. Anyway, let's all dox ourselves. I think Jenny has one for soundtrack work. That's not true, Gregor. Anyway, I think we're done. I think I'm going to wrap this up now. I think our crisp chart is complete. I will take this image and I will post it on my Instagram. I'll break it down so it fits into the little square format. Thank you so much for your help, everyone, in making this. This has been great fun, as always. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to do much more this week. I've just been fighting PC issues. I mean, like, even right now, even just streaming and running GIMP, my CPU is at... Let's have a look at my task manager. My CPU is at, like, 95% and spiking. So, like, I haven't been able to do much more. I think there was a Streamlabs update, and for some reason, it just takes up so much of my CPU. I tried clearing my cache. That's why donations didn't work today. I'm sorry again. And the chat didn't work today. I do apologize. I'm back with my new rig when I get back from Hong Kong, and I'll get it all set up, and I'll rebuild my OBS from the bottom, from the ground up again. I'll get it working really great. So, your name results with a professional scammer. So anyway, thank you again so much for coming, everyone. Thanks for always making this fun. I'm gonna head off now. Sorry to kill this chat. Looks like you're having a pretty good time. I will see you when I get back, and we'll have bigger, better, more content, videos, more streams. It's happening. It's happening, everyone. We're going to do it. Anyway, right, I'm going to head off. I will see you all very soon. Stay cool, and good night.